Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for your watch along for Salzburg versus Chelsea. Bare shit going on, honestly, in the background, but big up your damn selves for joining me once again. Haven't even put this on socials yet. It's a madness. Let's get into it, people. There's a lot going on. The lineups will be out just in a moment as well. Early kickoff. It's a strange one. I'm not gonna lie. It does feel a bit weird. But it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? We've got the early kickoff. I actually don't mind it. I think it's good to get it out the way early. We have an opportunity to maybe qualify from this group early doors, get it out the way, and we move on. Do you know what I mean? So I'm intrigued. I'm not gonna ruin it for myself and actually look at the team. I'm gonna give you a genuine reaction. Even though the lineups are probably already out, obviously we have to get the graphics made. If you got to see my preview, because to be fair, it was obviously dropping quite late because we had all of the shows yesterday as well. I would like quite a wild team. You could put it that way. I want quite an unpredictable team, but I think the comments seem to like the team that I went with in my head. And now the lineup is out, so we're gonna get it for you in a minute. And once I see the lineup, because I'm not spoiling it for myself, then I will give you my prediction. But like I said, I would like to get, if we can, I would like to get a few players in there that we haven't really seen, and that we haven't really seen, man. And yeah, it would be great. It would be great. Let me know your predictions. I'm trying not to look at any comments that talk about the lineup just yet, because like I said, I don't want to spoil it for myself. But do give me your predictions based on whatever you've seen. But yeah, I'm hoping personally that I see a couple of names that we haven't really seen this season, and a few starts. But again, I don't want to look like I'm underestimating Salzburg, because we didn't win at home to them, and they are a good team. I just feel like with the amount of fixtures we have, we need certain players in the squad to step up and start actually contributing. Like, I'm not talking about the players that are off form. They're just off form. I'm talking about players that are actually not contributing anything to the team right now. They're not even involved. They're not even in the slightest bit, getting any game time. And it's like, we have actually got quite a big squad. We actually do have quite a bit of depth. But when you have certain players in the squad that are just not even involved at all, it makes the squad feel a lot less, full, and it puts more pressure on the players that are injury prone and that are starters and all of these things. So yeah, for me, I would prefer if we could, I would prefer if we could actually get some of those players in. I know the lineups are out. Like I said, we're just getting the graphic made. It takes a bit of time. So yeah, but let me know what your confidence levels are. Obviously, we spoke about Manchester United a little bit in that preview. And yeah, listen, we like to be early. We decided to be early today. In terms of starting for the watch along, because there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and obviously I did take the advice, and I think that's probably why I conceded my second goal against Salzburg on FIFA. Is because I was trying to get off my chest what I was talking about in the in the what's it called? Oh, I'm trying to remember, guys. In the FIFA career mode, I was trying to get off my chest the anger that I had for the Manchester United game. I usually do go an hour before kickoff, but because of what happened on the weekend, we need to have conversations, guys, just a little bit more. So yeah, it hurts my soul. Okay, let's see. So, okay, cool. So yeah, that's just currently where I'm at. Are you nervous about the game? I'm not nervous. I'm not nervous about the game. I think for me personally, we are the better team. I think even in Potter's first match when we played Salzburg 1-1, obviously, I thought we played well. That was a good first game. Now, obviously, it's the first game, so there's always going to be a little bit of a situation where we're like, nah, we're going to give everybody the benefit of the doubt. It's the first game. Obviously, we're going to maybe go a little bit overboard with it. But I actually do think it was good. Sterling was playing like left wing back, but it was basically a left winger. James was playing right wing back, basically a right winger. And we it would be nice to get back to the players playing in the zones that they're comfortable in. I think on the weekend, Sterling obviously playing in the top two striker system. It didn't really work for him. Not saying that, he wasn't playing well before that anyway, because he wasn't, in the other games. But in the team that I had in my preview, I went more with just, I think, players going back to areas where they're comfortable. I watched Eunice's preview as well. I thought it was really good. And I think the only few changes that I had in comparison to him would have been probably Carney starting ahead of Gallagher. I'm just a slightly bit more excited about what Carney could do on the football pitch from the start of the game. I think off the bench, I think Gallagher's shown that he can make an impact, whether it's offensively getting the late winner or defensively helping us press. I actually really wanted Gallagher to come on, I think, against Manchester United for Mason Mount. I swear, guys, we had a fifth sub against Man United that we didn't use for some reason. I have no idea why we didn't use it. But yeah, the lineups are coming soon. We usually go an hour before kickoff, but I went a bit early, so it's not my graphics guy's fault. It's my fault. Okay, let's see what you guys are saying to me in the comments. Chelsea need a new cam. Do we agree Aubameyang should start? So I recorded my preview at like 3 a.m. or something, because like I said, I was just doing so much content. I went back and forth between Aubameyang starting and not starting. I don't know what you guys think, but I really liked Broya's cameo last week against Brentford. I think as well this kind of game could suit him, because I do think there'll be space in between the defense and I think they'll play a mid block. I don't think they're going to play a low block. I really don't. I'd be surprised if they do that. So I think they'll leave space, and they may even play a high line. I don't know. But in the game at Stamford Bridge, it was quite open. It wasn't some cagey affair. There was space, and I do feel like Broya could take advantage of that. They're both strikers that are good running in behind. So it's tough. It's not like as if it's a Giroud versus a Broja. Do you know what I mean? It's not like the two strikers are absolutely completely different in the way that they would like to get their goals. Both of them like to seem to pull off to the left. We saw Broja against Brentford pull off to the left a lot and then try and check back in and cut back in. Aubameyang does the same thing. And Aubameyang's Champions League record's pretty good, isn't it? I think he got a goal against AC Milan. He got at San Siro, didn't he? He got a goal against Zagreb, didn't he? Or did he not? No, he didn't. He should have got a goal against Zagreb. That was the first game he played. So yeah, maybe not the best actually in Champions League record so far, but should have actually had got more goals on the board. You don't want to see Kai touch that pitch. I think Kai starting is almost a guarantee, if I'm honest. Who would you prefer to see? Would you prefer to see Kai at right wing if we was playing with a right winger, say a 4-3-3? Because that's what I went with. Would you go with Kai at right wing, or would you go with Ziyech? I feel like there's this weird feeling in the air right now about Ziyech, and just like, do we want to see him back on the pitch really many more times? I don't know. I feel like it just doesn't feel like he's really here with us. Do you know what I'm saying? It doesn't really seem like he's part of it. Is that our fault because we're not using him? Is that because he's not trying and training? I don't know. It's tough. It's very, very difficult. Because like I said earlier, I want to use the depth, but I don't like the depth as well. So I don't think all the depth is even that great, but we still need to use it because otherwise we're going to burn everybody out. So I don't know, man. It's a tough one. Okay. Let me see what you guys are telling me. Yeah, it's a sticky one. See, is he always with Ziyech? You just don't know whether you should use him or not. Do you know what I mean? It's a tough one. Get Dumfries. January transfer window is huge. It's absolutely huge. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that for free. It's absolutely huge. I wonder what channel we're going to be on as well, guys. Are we going to be on, well, we should be on BT, isn't it? Yeah. Let me see. BT. I don't know which BT. Probably, am I a little bit early maybe anyway for coverage? We'll wait until an hour before kickoff. Do you know what? For some reason in my head, I actually did believe this was a 5:15 kickoff. But anyway, it is what it is. Team news is in. Yeah, don't worry. I'll be up on the screen very shortly. Graphic is just being made at the moment. Well, I don't know. I'll hopefully be able to tell you in a minute as it's being currently made and structured. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you. Okay. Okay. 5:45. Yeah. It's definitely 5:45. Trust me. It's definitely 5:45. That's my mistake. I am early instead of lateness is greatness. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm punctual. What's the other one that I had? I can't even remember. I haven't said it in a long time because I'm not usually early. Thought you only stream on Twitch. Yes, that was the case for watchalongs. But we have made that change over the last week or so. Just purely we had to react to Twitch terms and conditions and some changes that they're making. So it's just a trial at the moment. But to be fair, I have enjoyed being on the YouTube as well. So we might just leave gaming to Twitch and everything else will be on YouTube at the moment. Let me see. Got the lineups coming in just a second. What's the confidence levels? The nerd notes are in full. I'm telling you, the notepad is here. I actually need to get a new one because I'm starting to run out of space on it because I've just been saying so much. Where's my pen? There it is. Listen, the pen is here. The ink is ready. Do you know what I'm saying? Yes, yesterday was a lot. You know, we don't usually do back-to-back live shows, but we had to. We had no choice. You know, look how many games there's being played, man. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Obviously, in the presser, Loftus-Cheek was very happy about the extra responsibility in game time that he's getting. I can already see people getting angry about the lineup. So that tells me something. That tells me something. That tells me something. Okay, let me take a look. All right, this is coming up now for you soon. Yeah, it seems like we are not going to get anything close to what we were looking for in the. Looks like we're not going to get anything close to what we was looking for, guys. Super chat. What's your thoughts on Chelsea Twitter? Do you know what? I think it is an age thing for sure. In terms of you start off obviously very excited to build your platform on there. You put a lot of effort in. You're in love with the graft and the grind of hitting milestones and shit. And then when you get to around 100K, for me anyway, you stop giving a shit about all of that. And obviously I've got other platforms and it's a lot easier to have conversations and discussions than it is on Twitter because of the character limit. And Twitter is traditionally a platform that would rather take you out of context and drag you than obviously have a proper conversation, unfortunately. But I do like Twitter. Because it's where I built my platform. However, I think at every point, you know, you will get you'll get bored of it at some point, and you'll look at other platforms for sure. So yeah, I don't really use it as much as I did. But to be fair, this is not my problem right now. That would be Toby's problem. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't had a big paragraph. Well, to be fair, I do put out a paragraph after each game, but I only put out really one. I'm not gonna go and do a whole novel, for sure. So yeah, do you know what I'm saying? All the lateness in Big Six covered by this. Too much earliness. Oh god, it's mad. It's absolutely mad. Absolutely mad. We need to cash in on Havertz. I'm seeing on here. Oh, you're not watching today's game for your mental health. I think today could be a good game for your mental health, bro. Well, I would hope so. Anyway, if it's not, then maybe I shouldn't be as confident as I am. Maybe it's me. Okay, lineups are coming to you. Apologies for that. It's my fault. I went too early. Okay. Caught my guy by surprise. Okay, cool. Let's get this up on screen so we can talk about this. First of all, we don't want to have any mistakes. Because obviously last time we made a couple errors. I'm just going to let that marinate. Let the chicken marinate for a second, guys. So just come to terms with that lineup. I'm not looking at it yet. I'm just on Twitter doing a double check. Just let that marinate for you. How are you feeling? Let all your emotions out in the comments. This is a safe space. You won't be judged. Okay? I'm taking deep breaths. Okay, I'm about to take a look. I'm just conversing with our editor just to decide on graphics, because we're kind of going all over the place on graphics at the moment as we just settle down on something. Okay. I'm doing my double check. It appears it's all spot on. You're happy with it, aren't you guys, in the comments? Pick up your damn selves. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody tell me it's wrong. We need to cash in on Havertz ASAP. He ain't the guy. I mean, listen, I was always of the belief to give him to the end of the season, but you know, if a massive offer came in and he still hasn't sorted out, then hey, what can we do? All right. So in goal we have Kepa. That's fine. Trevor, Silva, Cucurella. Now, the way it's written tells me it's a back three. And obviously on the formation at the bottom, it says back three. So that is slightly disappointing for me. Pulisic on the right wing back spot. Gallagher, Jorginho, Kovacic, midfield three. Sterling left wing back, Havertz and Aubameyang. It worked against Salzburg in the first game. In terms of Sterling playing at left wing back, he played well. I think he played quite well, and he was very far forward and he was very high up the pitch. Is he going to be able to do that with Sterling and Pulisic? Put them in their natural winger spots, and then maybe what he's going with is. So I'm not gonna actually go crazy on this, right? I'm gonna try and think about it. I think what he's doing is a 3-3-3-1, and I spoke about that before Potter came in, or was it when he came in? I think I spoke about that maybe just after he came in, about this 3-3-3-1. And it basically means that you've got the three centre backs. Big up, bro. I see you in the comments. Big up. Much appreciated. Basically, he goes with the three centre backs, the three midfielders, and then he pushes Sterling and Pulisic as wingers alongside Kai into a three, and then Aubameyang's up top. If that's what he's doing, then I do like it a lot more, because I think you get good cover in the wide areas with Gallagher as a right-sided midfielder. You get good cover with Cucurella, hopefully being more on the left side and covering those wide spaces. And Now, it does mean that you might see Gallagher at times defending at right back, maybe. And that's something that maybe could be a drawback. I don't know. But to be honest, I would prefer Gallagher defending 1v1 out wide in my head, I think anyway, than Pulisic or Sterling. So we'll see. Because midfielders anyway, as eights, you are tasked to go out wide and defend anyway. We've seen it at Liverpool. We've seen it before. So, you know, as midfielders, you do have to defend out wide regardless, even if it was a 4-3-3. But he maybe have to do it more. We'll have to see. So if it's a 3-3-3, 3-3-3-1, then I'm actually all right with that. Now, it would have, at least Pulisic starts. That's the first thing. Let's say that. Pulisic starts. That's more than deserved for him. He deserves to start. And I think it's been a long time coming for him. I would have preferred maybe to see slightly more Armando Broja, but I did say in my preview, either or, it doesn't matter really, because we do have to take the game seriously. We do need to win. Another good point. So let's get all the good points listed out, because sometimes we just go straight to the negatives. Mason Mount is rested. I think that's great. I don't want us to drive him into the mud as well by playing him every single match. I think this is the first match under Graham Potter that Mason Mount doesn't start. I actually slightly forgot about him in my preview, because that's how much I didn't really want him to start the game, to just be rested for Brighton. So I just didn't even really actually mention him on my mistake. But I didn't have him starting. I wanted him rested. He's been rested. So I think that's another positive thing. Maybe he's playing Sterling to try and get confidence into him, because he did play very well, like I said, in the 1-1 draw at Stamford Bridge. He does need to pick up his form, and this could be a good opportunity to do so. So that may be the logic there, and I'm not going to bash it. What else is there? I think Kova I worry about. Obviously, they'll run their own fitness tests, but I always worry about Kova playing if he was injured in the last game and we have to force him to play. And then now he's playing this game. I had him rested. Maybe Carney starting, or Carney. Zakaria's on the bench. I mean, no surprise. He's been on the bench all season, so it is what it is. And there's no Azpilicueta as well, and that's not the worst thing in the world at all. So I think to be honest, it could have been worse. It could have been worse. Someone's saying injury to who? Who's injured? 3-0 to Salzburg. What about 3-0 Salzburg? Let's see, nothing wrong with. I don't know what's going on in this comment section. Jesus Christ, what's going on in here? I don't think the team selection is that bad. I'm not gonna lie. And I am actually going to give you a prediction. Maybe it's a completely opposite to what the chat are feeling, but I am confident. I'm going to go 2-0 to Chelsea. I think Gallagher's made a good cross as well when he came on against Brentford. Was it Brentford? Obviously I don't know if Gallagher's going to be a consistent crosser. I think Mason can be a good crosser, Reece can be a good crosser, Hudson-Odoi can be a good crosser. I don't know if Gallagher's going to be a consistent crosser, but if he is going to be a good crosser and he's on that right, then that's better than Aspie, because I thought Aspie's delivery was quite poor. So I'm not annoyed with the lineup, to be honest. I think the lineup's all right. It's not exactly what I had. And it depends on how it looks when they go out there, for sure. You know, I'm only saying what I think is going to happen. If it doesn't happen the way I'm thinking, and Sterling's doing defensive work next to Cucurella and Pulisic's doing defensive work next to Trevor Chalobah, then it's a different story. Then I'm starting to think that it's not looking as good. But if it's how I think it could be, then I'm all right. Should be winning this comfortably. 3-0, 5-0. Get your score predictions in the chat. For this game, slightly lean toward Armando Broja, but it's not that deep for me. I think his cameo against Brentford was really good. I think it was really good. I said that a lot. A lot of people didn't think the cameo was great, but I did think it was great. I think not great, but I think it was good. So yeah. And obviously Salzburg's team's there as well. I think they had an injury to Fernando. Is there no Sesko? Is Sesko injured, guys? What happened with Sesko? I thought Sesko would have started this game. He was predicted to start. I'm not seeing him on the on the team. Let me know where Sesko is as well, because I don't know what's going on there. Okay, now it's an hour before kickoff. So okay. Okay. Not sure what channel it's on. Let me know. BT Sport 1 or something. I don't know. Gonna flick through it now and take a little look. We're almost at 500. Smash up the likes if you can. We can hit 100, I think. Much appreciated for the support. It's been a lot of uploads. I'm not gonna lie to you. I am absolutely exhausted. I will not tell a lie. And I think yesterday on the Big Six, a lot of people were looking for cookings. I personally don't tend to cook as comfortably in the kitchen with all of my spices and all of my, you know, paprika and, you know, all of my spices when my team haven't played well that weekend. You know, it's tough. It's only I can only be so shameless sometimes, and I just wasn't in the mood to cook really when my team played the way it did, and we conceded in the last minute. I was still pissed really from the result. So I think it's important sometimes we put it into context. When only Man City win, regardless, I know people are looking for their cookings, but nobody's really happy with their team at the weekend. And that was the overriding emotion, I think. And also, I just didn't have the energy. I'm not going to lie. I did 2 back-to-back live shows. I did London Clubs Carnage. Then we did Battle of the North. And that was after doing the Tactics show on DR and the Premier League review on DR. The 2 shows there. You'll see them up. And the Roundabout, which I didn't actually sleep for. I just did it at like 4 a.m. because I was waiting for it to stop raining. So it was a very long day. A very, very long day. So I'm not going to force a cook in, man, if I don't have the energy. I just ask questions. I had questions. BT Sports 4. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Obviously, after this, the review will come out. The review will drop. I think I will be hosting on DR for tomorrow's Champions League games. I've only just found that out. So usually we would do another Champions League game tomorrow, but I think I'll be on DR hosting that. So, yeah, that will be that. What do you think of Sterling Pulisic playing? So, yeah, so basically, obviously, there'll be a lot of new people coming in. So I'll explain again what I hope happens, right? Because what I hope happens and what actually happens could be 2 completely different things. So I personally feel that it could be a 3-3-3-1. And we did this, or at least I was explaining this could be the case when he first came in. And I think we saw it a few times. Maybe even in the first game actually against Salzburg, I think we saw exactly that. Reece James was playing wide right. Sterling was playing wide left, even though they were down as wing backs. And then Havertz was playing in the free role, and Aubameyang was up top. This is what we could see today. So it looks like off the face of it, it's just wing backs, and why is he playing 2 wingers at wing back? But we know when we spoke about Potter coming in that he does like to play wingers at wing back, push them really high up the pitch, and then it means you attack with 5 and it's more attacking. So I know it's written out as a 3-5-1-1, and that's just obviously to just say that it's what it looks like. But I hope it doesn't look like that. I hope it looks like a 3-3-3-1. And Sterling is a left winger. Pulisic is a right winger. They both switch. Havertz is a 10. Aubameyang's up front. And then you've got the 3 midfielders and the 3 defenders kind of as your protection. And Gallagher can come and defend out wide right instead of Pulisic or Sterling, whoever is at the right wing at the time. So I think it's positive. Everybody wanted Pulisic to get a go. He gets a go. Not everybody, but most people want Mason Mount to get rest every now and then. He gets a rest. So I know, yeah, Cucurella, maybe you're not going to be happy with that, but he did come off early against Man United. So I feel like he was always going to play instead of Chilwell. And I don't think Chilwell should be started every single match, every couple of games. The other 2 are mandatory because we have injuries. I would have liked to see Carney, but if Kova's fit, then I'm not going to complain. But I don't know if Kova's, obviously I don't know. So I'm just like, that's why I just rested him in my preview. I just took Kova out because I don't want him to get injured. And I had Zakaria starting, but that was never going to happen. So I'm not really bothered, to be honest. I had Zakaria starting because I just want to see what the hell he's going to do. And I feel like we're going to need him at some point, especially if Kova gets injured again. But yeah, he's gone with experience, and fair enough. So yeah, and Jorginho has been good in the Champions League, to my memory, I think. I'm trying to remember who played against Zagreb away from home. Let me see if I can find the lineup. He was obviously good at the San Siro. He got the penalty and he played well. Obviously, it was 10 men. That's the context. Zagreb, who played in the midfield. It's more Premier League that we've had questions. Champions League. Yeah, he didn't play. He didn't start against Zagreb. That was an awful performance. Apart from the first 20 minutes where we dominated. Kova and Mason Mount played in a double pivot against Zagreb. Jorginho was off the bench and he came on and he was actually really good off the bench, statistically. 9 out of 9 ground duels won when he came off the bench against Zagreb. 1 key pass, 1 long ball, accurate long ball. So it seems like he had a pretty positive impact off the bench there. It seems like he was the only positive impact off the bench statistically anyway. So he's been good in the Champions League. Obviously, we beat Milan twice. I think he was involved in both those matches. It's the Premier League where the big questions and issues with Jorginho come. And that's really quite accurate as to what we've seen, isn't it, over the last couple of years? Because even the Champions League, we won the Champions League. He was brilliant in that. Kante was brilliant in that. But in the Premier League, he was inconsistent. And we finished, obviously, in 4th. So yeah, I'm not really too bothered about that one. So yeah, hopefully that explains. I don't know if that's going to be what we see, but I hope. So yeah, I've explained it a couple of times. Hopefully that's what we see. Yeah, so on the ball, a 3-3-3-1 for sure, 100% Matthew. I completely agree. We've definitely spoken about on this channel before. Off the ball, 3-5-2, and I would agree. Off the ball, 3-5-2. Havertz and Aubameyang press from the front. Sterling and Pulisic go to their wing back spots, maybe, and you flood the midfield. If you do the 3-3-3-1 off the ball, I don't know if it's going to work. I'd like to see it though, because it means that we potentially win the ball high up the field. However, if you don't win the ball high up the field, you do put yourself in a position where you could just have everybody just really stretched out and there's just bare gaps everywhere and it's not very compact, because it's very difficult to be compact with three centre backs and then 3 midfielders. With that's just very difficult to just be. I mean, you could be narrow, but then you're probably going to give out a lot of space out wide and give them the freedom there. So that's probably why you do need Pulisic and Sterling coming back to make it a 5 across the middle and make sure those wide areas are not just completely exposed. So yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. I think that's probably quite likely. Yeah. I love saying 3-3-3-1 because no one ever really likes to say this formation. It's not really a formation, really, ever, is it? It's not really official, is it? On anything. I don't think it's on FIFA or anything. But just because obviously we had the Brighton fan on All You Can Eat Chelsea, and obviously when Potter came in, I went back and looked at his teams this season. Obviously they were in good form, Brighton, and yeah, 3-3-3-1 is it's not what goes down on the graphic on TV, but it's always how the team ends up looking on the ball. And yeah, Trossard was obviously part of the reason why I looked at that, because he was playing left wing back, but he wasn't really, was he? Big game for Kai. Really, really big game for Kai. I know you like the YouTube watch along, so this is why I'm back. It's just more people, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? I did like them on Twitch, but it is good to have more people. I feel like we deserve. Okay. So yeah, it's a massive game for Kai Havertz, as it is every time he steps foot on this pitch. And there's really nothing else that we should expect other than a masterclass, if I'm honest. There's not really any excuses. I think there's a lot of players behind him defensively in the midfield that will pick up the pieces if he was to try something and lose the ball. He's got the striker ahead of him to feed. He's got the two wingers either side to combine with. There really is no excuse as to why Kai Havertz doesn't have a masterclass. And it's as simple as that. That's how I want my title on my review to look. That he has had a masterclass and that he's put out a great performance. So that's how I'm looking at it. So yeah, a masterclass is what we're looking for. Nerd watch, indeed. The notes will be out. Big game for Kai, 100%. See, a lot of people don't know what this is, and I don't blame them because it's not really an official formation, is it? But it's what we discuss on this channel as our nerds. We love to discuss. I think tomorrow, a lot of people have been asking for the FIFA stream. And bearing in mind that I won't be covering the Champions League on here or on Twitch because I'll be at DR, I think tomorrow I will do a career mode. I'm not sure yet what time. I'm also tempted to push All You Can Eat Chelsea forward to tomorrow as well, just to give you a little bit more reaction to the match immediately. So yeah, I'm just thinking. I'm trying to. I haven't really mapped out tomorrow properly yet, to be honest. It's ever changing landscape. But yeah, I think tomorrow, because I don't want to go too long without doing one. I'm not running from the sacking. Do you know what I'm saying? Last time I played it, I was pretty hungover. So hopefully now we should be better. Oh God. Okay. Let's see what some of your comments are saying. The Chelsea players must be sick of this. I have seen this rumor. I don't think it makes any sense, if I'm honest. I think they're more likely to go and get a Bellingham to replace like a Gundogan or Bernardo, somebody that plays more in the, traditionally in the midfield. I think Kai is going to be more of a, final phase player. I don't think he's going to play that deep. But to be fair, it's Pep Guardiola. And if Pep Guardiola gets his hands on anybody that I think has potential, and I do think Kai has potential as much as he's really ruining my prediction for that, I think Pep could turn anybody into a superstar if they've got some fundamentals. So, yeah, I'd rather not see that happen because that would be really, really mad if he turned him into something. Okay, I'll scroll up and find your question, bro. How are you defending this? Well, I've just defended it. So I've explained. People have heard my explanation. It's what I think we could see. And yeah. I don't know, to be honest. I'm a little bit surprised that he couldn't maybe start. I think considering Jorginho at the weekend wasn't great. I think he could have started. I had him starting in my preview. Still was obviously unlikely. But yeah, I think for him, I don't know what's going on. It must be something behind the scenes, like where he's just not playing at the level required, or he's not training to the level required, because I am just as shocked as you are that he's still not made a single appearance. So yeah, it is a little bit shocking. I don't want to give a new top 4 prediction because I feel like I'll be giving a new one every week. I'm just going to stick with what I said. Because I like to apply that pressure to the rivals, and I'll probably make a video on here about my top 4 predictions being revised or whatever during the World Cup. So it makes more sense when the break. We'll wait for the break because we never know. Arsenal could go on a run of poor form before the break. They got some tough fixtures. I think they have us. They have a few others. We don't know. I don't expect them to be poor, but you never know what happens. You absolutely never know. They do look a little bit tired. And the depth is obviously not really great. So we'll see. Let's see what else is being said. This is very good advice, and I appreciate it. And to be honest, if I wasn't so busy just making content, I would practice. But I don't think my girlfriend would appreciate practicing and then playing and streaming it. But I'll probably will still try because I don't want to get sacked. Like I actually started to take offense to the performances in the last stream. Like I wasn't even joking around anymore. Like I'm proper rattled. I don't want to be sacked. I want to actually get to January minimum so I can make my changes, because I do think if I make my changes, we'll be better. So I will practice because I do want to stay in the job. Let's see. And also, I have to say, big up to you guys, because we only just returned to streaming on YouTube on Saturday with Man United, and we did hit 1,000 concurrent at one point, which is pretty damn impressive, I have to say, considering that I didn't actually tell you what the fuck was going on. I just reappeared on YouTube out of nowhere, as a surprise with the streaming on the live streams and the watch-alongs. And then yeah, we smashed it, man. So it was great. When are you going to accept Arsenal are better than Chelsea? I think for your sake, I think it's better that I don't give you that kind of pressure, because you know you have to start hearing Champions League anthems and things like that before I actually give you that level of praise. I think right now you're doing well. Great start to the season. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to give you heaven and hell. I'm going to give you the whole script, the whole baggage, the whole book. You're asking for too much. You got to play Champions League football. You're playing better than us now. Don't get me wrong, on form, but your squad depth is horrendous, really, in comparison to us. And yeah, you just got to listen to Champions League music before you're getting ahead of yourself now. Do you know what I mean? The season's not over. Season's not over. You're getting ahead of yourself. Why is Saka not starting? Give him a chance, Georgie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. I think it's a little bit of a disappointment, but it is what it is. Okay, we kick off in 45 minutes. Apologies, just making sure that we're ready. Why Saka? So yeah, we've addressed that. Weird formation today. Why is Sterling and Pulisic wing backs? And yeah, I know not all Arsenal fans are trying to get that oh, you're arguing with someone in the comments. There's so many little arguments going in the comments. I'm trying to keep up. Much love, man, in Kenya. I've actually visited Kenya. I've been to Kenya, and wonderful. Really was a wonderful trip. I need to take more trips to different countries in Africa, to be honest, because I've only been to Kenya. I've not been anywhere else. I need to go to Nigeria because we just know Nigeria. We just get so much support from Nigeria on Twitter, and Chelsea in general. Let's see. So many comments. Okay. Cool. Perfect. All right. So that's that team. I still don't know. So Sesko's on the bench. So why is Sesko on the bench? I'm just going to take a look, because obviously Sesko is the guy that everybody's talking about out of the Salzburg model, and he's got 4 goals in 12 matches in the Austrian Bundesliga, 1 assist, 5 goals in total this season, 1 in the cup, none in the Champions League so far. 19 years old, so he's still young. I think he scored a great goal. I saw a clip on it. But why is he not starting? Is he not a starter? Anybody know any Zagreb experts? Yeah. It's a big game. It's a big game for them. I'm going to take a look at the Champions League group now. Let's run through the Champions League groups as well, just so you guys know where we stand, because obviously this is a big game. It's an opportunity for us to qualify top of the group. If we win, I think we guarantee that due to head-to-head. So I'm going to go through the tables now as well. Bear with me. Okay. Just trying to, I haven't actually shared this on any socials, so I'm just trying to put this out at the very least on some socials. Okay. Big up to everybody in the chat. So we're going to run through the groups because it is important that we understand who we could play if we don't capitalize on the opportunity to start or to finish top of the group, and who we could play. I mean, as it stands, I mean, the group's not over, so it's premature. Still quite a few games left. Things can change. Things can most certainly change. But at this current moment, there are some top teams. So if you look at the groups at the moment, Napoli's top of their group. If we were to finish second, obviously they would be on the list. Liverpool are currently second in that group, and I think that them two will look like they're going to qualify because there's a big gap to Ajax. Real Madrid are currently top of their group. So these are the teams that we could play if we don't capitalize on finishing top. Real Madrid are top. Club Brugge are top, and it looks like they'll finish top. They got 10 points, 4 points clear of Porto. So that would be a good draw, even though they've played very well, to be fair to them. And they've actually not conceded a single goal in the Champions League this season. I think they might be the only team to not concede a single goal so far in the Champions League. Club Brugge, 4 games played, 7 goals scored, no goals conceded. Bayern Munich are also top, and they look like they're going to finish top, so that's pretty much done. So to be fair, Napoli are 3 points clear of Liverpool, 2 games left. Massive advantage on the goal difference, so that looks pretty much almost done. Club Brugge are top, 4 points clear, 2 games left. Bayern Munich are well clear, 5 points clear, 2 games left. Tottenham, we wouldn't play them, but that group is very tight. And to be honest, all 4 teams could still finish bottom and could still qualify. There's only 3 points separating Tottenham and Frankfurt, who are bottom of the group. So we don't know who will play there. Obviously, our group, Salzburg on 6 points, Milan on 4. Real Madrid are top of their group, 4 points clear with 2 games left. Pretty much expect them to do that, stay at the top. Man City, we wouldn't play them anyway. PSG, very tight in that group between them and Benfica, both on 8 points, 5 points clear of Juventus. So you probably say both of them will qualify, and it will be either PSG or Benfica that finish top. So half of it's mapped out. Half of it's pretty much mapped out for us in terms of who we think we'd play, but it's not completely wrapped up for sure. If Liverpool lose, it's a sticky one. It is a sticky one. Who do Liverpool play? Let me take a look at some of the fixtures. So we've got, obviously, this early kickoff. Sevilla versus Copenhagen is also the early kickoff today. We've got PSG against Halfa. Dortmund versus Manchester City. Zagreb versus Milan. Benfica versus Juventus. So that group. So PSG should really come out of today being top of that group. And maybe both teams will qualify as well if Benfica do their business as well. Celtic at home to Shakhtar. Leipzig at home to Real Madrid. And then tomorrow, Liverpool play Ajax away, who have been a little bit all over the shop, to be honest. Just conceding bare goals. Tottenham are at home to Sporting. Napoli at home to Rangers. So you'd expect Napoli to win at home to Rangers and top that group. And maybe Liverpool could drop points. Atletico, Barca versus Bayern. That's a big game. I was going to cover that, but now I'm not. Club Brugge at home to Porto. Inter Milan at home to Victoria Pilsen. Frankfurt at home to Marseille. So, yeah, some big games. Barcelona, in their group, are on the cusp of exiting, aren't they? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful shit. Let's see. Where are they? Where's their group? Oh, there it is. Group C. If they don't beat Bayern, they're out, basically, because Inter Milan are going to get a win, most likely over Victoria Pilsen, who have lost every single match and have a minus 13 goal difference 16 goals conceded. And I think they're at home, aren't they? They are. So yeah, we're almost there. We're almost there. If Inter Milan bottle this, do you know what's so mad about that game? I covered that game on Twitch, and Inter Milan should have won. They literally missed some of the biggest, blatant, most obvious big chances at the end of that match because they didn't square the ball, I think, in the last minute. And also they conceded very late on because they did score very late on to take the lead in the first place. So yeah, man, it's just ridiculous. Expecting Bellingham to score against us again, drop another cold celebration before being dispatched for the third time in a row. I personally think he's going to end up at Man City or Real Madrid, but we shall see. If he goes to Real Madrid and they get him with Valverde, oh my God, that could be mad. Can you imagine Valverde? Because to be fair, right now, Camavinga can't really get in, but it's just because they've got so many good midfielders. If they get if they get Valverde in this form with Bellingham probably still in this form, and then Tchouaméni holding for like the next decade, woo! God damn, that would be mad, guys. That would be mad. I can't lie. You've got a little bit of everything. Got a little bit of everything, man. Yeah, that would be insane. I'm not gonna lie to you. That would be insane. Luckily, we're not in the same league as them. I feel sorry for Barcelona. I mean, I know they got Pedri, Gavi, but yeah, it's not easy. I can't lie. They still haven't really got a holding midfielder at Barcelona. De Jong, not really a holding midfielder. Busquets is basically on his last legs. He's very old. So yeah, they got a long way to go. Okay. Let's see what's going on. I really should have probably brought some sort of snack with me, but it is what it is. We're already in it now. We're in it. There's no running from the grind, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, because, okay, so you don't get my logic. So the reason why I wanted Jesus is because I felt like he would be able to bring a little bit of everything to the team. Obviously, he can bring goals, but now his finishing is obviously a little bit poor in the last couple of weeks. But he also creates a lot of his own chances as well. And he could press from the front. Now, that's what I wanted to go up front, because I personally feel right now, there's not that many great strikers in the market. Like, there's a few, but it's not easy to find great strikers in the market. And we have obviously suffered with our selections. So he could have been a good kind of stopgap. Not even a stopgap, because he could play up front and that's fine. But you'd obviously still want to get another striker in later on, and then you could move him out wide. But you have the flexibility to do that. Whereas obviously with Sterling on the left is, listen, he's a top player. But there's loads of, like, wingers pop up every year. There's loads of wingers. So I wasn't really excited because I was like, okay, we got Sterling, and that will mean that we maybe don't get somebody else and whatever. I don't really care about that. But I'm not excited about, Sterling because we didn't get anybody on the other side. So if Sterling came in, and I said this at the time, if Sterling comes in and we get, like we were going for Rafinha, or we get somebody on the other side, and it doesn't become Sterling or bust, which is what it ended up happening, right? And then Sterling carried the team at the beginning, and then we didn't actually ever help him out with any other players coming into form. And then now he's gone off the rails as well, which is what we all kind of thought would happen. And that's why I wanted another winger on the other side that wasn't Ziyech, and somebody else who could have come in and be explosive and be taking people on and be giving goal contributions, because then Sterling would have had less stress on his side and he would have been able to hopefully continue his form. But I think with the lack of balance, because we don't really have a right winger, let's be honest. Pulisic's a left winger by trade, because at the right wing, I don't really feel you get the best out of Pulisic. Ziyech is missing. Kai Havertz is not a winger because he doesn't take people on. He's not. So that's already for me not a winger. Mason's not a winger. Gallagher's not a winger. So we don't have a right winger. Like, really, you can't really sit here and tell me there's a right winger in the team that is Chelsea level. So that puts a lot of pressure on Sterling on the other side. Now, what you could do is move Sterling to the right, because he did play well at City on the right. Put Pulisic on the left. But I can't sit here and tell you that I know Pulisic's going to be consistent. I just tell you that I think he deserves a chance because he was decent in the last few cameos. So that's why I wasn't really excited about Sterling, because I was waiting to see who we got with Sterling, and I didn't actually really think that, you know, we were going to get in the end. We didn't get who I wanted us to get alongside with him. So because Aubameyang's not a chance creator. I wanted us to get another chance creator, but we didn't. We got a striker, which is great. But as you can see in the last couple of matches, if Aubameyang doesn't get his service, he got some scraps. But if he doesn't get his service, then what is he going to do? So, but yeah, I mean, it's a new manager now as well. And I think that's important. Some people ask me, you know, your opinion on a player, say Gallagher, when Tuchel was in charge and he's playing him in the pivot and he doesn't seem to even really get what he should be using him for. And obviously I was very damning on that. I was like, I don't want to see Gallagher that deep. I don't think we need to play him that deep. He's not a defensive midfielder. A, B, he's not as press resistant or as good in build-up play. He's not as good a passer, etc. So my opinion then was like, do you know what? If we're going to keep Tuchel, and I did want Tuchel to get a little bit more time, I did say that, even though it wasn't looking good, bro. Then if you're not going to use Gallagher properly and you clearly need a creator, then just sell him for 40 million and go and get yourself a creative midfielder. Like, really, I'm very cutthroat. Like, I'm not really that bothered. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not going to use someone properly and clearly the way you play is not really suited to them, because he was very possession based and the tempo was very slow at times with the midfield and, you know, Jorginho and Kovac. And so then just don't waste the kid's time, because he was on the cusp of the England squad. Just let him go and play his football, play Water Palace or something. Go and bring in someone that you need. But it's a new manager now. We're not playing exactly the same way. So that's why the opinions will probably have to change on players. But like I said earlier, I'm still more excited by Carney in terms of what I think he can do. But I think Potter's been using Gallagher a lot better than Tuchel started off using him. So I'm a little bit more optimistic, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. He has to develop. Okay. Valverde is very versatile. I've had this Bellingham conversation before. I think for me, I don't think we'll get him. It would be crazy if we did, but I'm very, very hell bent on we need a holding midfielder. I've wanted a holding midfielder for a few years, ever since Tchouameni came up, and yeah, we're still waiting. So we got quite a few eights. You know, not saying that, you know, we don't need a better eight, but we need at least two holding midfielders in the squad, and we only have one, and we've only had one for like 3 or 4 or 5 years. So from a numerical standpoint, we actually don't have enough holding midfielders. And if we're going with what I'm believing is that you don't renew Kante or Jorginho's contract, and you let them go for free, which again, a lot of people say, how could you let them go for free? We need money. I said, you know what? I don't care. I just want the team to evolve. Then that means you actually need 2 holding midfielders, because you wouldn't bring in one, then he gets injured, and then you have nobody. Again, we'd be imbalanced. You need 2. So for me, 2 holding midfielders in the next 2 transfer windows, 1 in January, 1 in the summer. And I'll be doing the same thing on FIFA career mode. So yeah. Yeah, we could do some creativity for sure. But I do believe that, let's see if Potter can maybe coach some creativity into them. You know, we got a lot of 8s. You know, Carney, can he be creative? Mason, can he continue to try and be more creative? I think he started off very well against Potter, and then against Man United he wasn't very good. He obviously was. I think he got quite a few assists. So, you know, let's get some creativity out of him. Let's get some creativity out of Carney. Let's get some creativity out of. I think those are the 2 main ones for me. I don't know. Gallagher's got a lot of coaching to be done from a passing perspective before I can say that you're going to get creativity there. Loftus-Cheek, he's never really been an elite level passer. I think he's more of a ball carrier, like a Kovac. Kovac has been trying to be more progressive with his pass. I want Ruben to do that as well. But I also do as well want players to play to their strengths, and I feel like Ruben's just better carrying the ball. Like, when you've got a frame like that, then why would you not carry the ball? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't really make any sense. It's like you'd be shackling up someone who can just release some a madness on you. Let's see. We'll have to get another winger by default. Nkunku seems to be coming in, so that could be your other striker /10. And he really does threaten Kai's place, because you could say that they would play in a similar position maybe. But they could play together, but they could also play in the same position. So yeah. Okay. I should have brought my charger. I've come woefully unprepared for a long stream. I kind of just ran over here because I thought I was late, and now I'm ridiculously early. And I have no snacks, no charger, just nothing, just nothing but chaos. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me see. Have I got the right channel? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool. So we got the right channel. I think it's on BT Sport 4. I see the Arsenal fans are all jetting away, getting on planes to go to Amsterdam. Been speaking a lot about it. Got to look after Ty out there in them streets. Don't do anything bad. Okay, let's see. So yeah, tomorrow I'll be hosting the Champions League there. So you will definitely get obviously content. You know, I'm there's not going to be a day that I don't upload something now that I'm back streaming on here as well. But sometimes I might not get the double upload to you. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm more tempted to give you All You Can Eat Chelsea tomorrow, just more directly after the game. And then obviously we have a little bit of a gap to Saturday for Brighton previews and FIFA and stuff. So let's see. Because ain't nobody watching Europa League. Ain't nobody doing that. Yeah. Oh, I think he's flying out. Yeah, he's flying out tomorrow, he said. So he's not gone yet. Oh, Ty, do you know what it is about Ty, man? He's so genuine. Like, he is exactly how he is on camera in real life. Do you know what I'm saying? Every time I go in studio and he sees me, he's always like unlucky about the result. And he's not doing it in a trolly way. He's proper genuine. Do you know what I mean? He's proper, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. He always tells you good luck for the weekend. He doesn't actually wish any like malice on anybody's team. Like, he doesn't want, obviously he wants Arsenal to win the league and he wants Arsenal to do well, but he doesn't do it by hoping other teams like mess up. He's just focused on Arsenal winning. And if Arsenal win, then that's it. Do you know what I mean? Game over. So yeah, but unless you rattle him, if you rattle him, then obviously it's going to be an argument. But I don't think I've ever done that because I just can't be asked. Everybody does that. I'm just like, nah, I can't be bothered. Nerds got to stick together, man. Glasses gang got to stick together. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah. Cool. Wow. Ryan, you've left the same comment in about 3 or 4 times. Jordan as well. I'm honestly what you're not going to do on this channel is make everything about Mason Mount. I promise you that. If you want to do that, then there are many other specific channels that you can go to where you can make everything about Mason Mount. But I'm really not asked. I think sometimes you guys, you're trying to create some sort of back and forth between YouTubers that you're just not getting from me. I'm here to create content. So it's as simple as that. If you go and check out my last few videos, not only have I said he's man of the match, I've said new deal. I've praised him when he's playing well. If you don't want to listen, that is your own business. But this is not the Mason Mount show. This is the Chelsea show. So you're not just going to constantly focus on one player, which is what a lot of you guys seem to want to do. So if you don't like it, then you're in the wrong place. There's a lot of players that need to be spoken about. And that's the end of that conversation. No, because bro, I'm sorry, but it's something that I see constantly, and it's like Saka versus Mason Mount. I don't really get where that comes from, to be honest. I really don't understand that. It doesn't really make any sense. I don't understand that. I don't understand where that's coming from, really, to be honest. I really don't get it. I really don't get that. Saka's in a whole different team, playing very well. I rate the player. And then when Mason's playing well, I rate what he's doing, and I praise it. So I don't know what you want. I don't know what you want. I think when people ask for equal praise amongst every single player, I think you're asking for the unachievable, because it's like I can't sit here with a timer and write down how long I've spent talking about this player and then this player and then this and make sure that everybody gets their equal time. I'm gonna, obviously it's gonna be a little bit imbalanced. There's many great performances from Thiago Silva, for instance, in a Chelsea shirt, and sometimes I just haven't even mentioned it because it's just the norm, and you're just used to it, so it doesn't resonate in your brain. Whereas if somebody performs that you're not expecting to perform, then you give him his flowers even more. It's not possible to reflect on every single player for the exact time period that people want. So it is what it is. Okay, and to be honest, I think with Mason, I think people are a little bit insecure about the player. We try to praise and criticize everybody. Do you know what I'm saying? If someone plays well, we give them praise. If somebody doesn't, then we criticize. And I think what a lot of people need to do, and this is why Twitter is not always the healthiest, is don't let and I've been guilty of doing this at times as well, don't let your reflection on a player's performance be dictated by how much they're getting on Twitter, if they're getting slander, or they like, fuck Twitter. Because if we're gonna just like bypass disappointing performances or whatever because of Twitter and he's getting too much hate on Twitter, then you're not really looking at the performance properly. Because at the end of the day, Twitter is very, very small platform in comparison to other platforms and in comparison to the whole fan base. So it's why I'm trying to spend a lot less time on there, because some people will say, I don't want to say this person didn't play well because Twitter, they're getting enough heat as it is. I don't really care about Twitter, to be honest. Carney isn't given enough time. I think Carney, to be fair, I think compared to Tuchel, he's actually got quite a bit of game time. He actually has been given quite a bit of game time. He's come off the bench. He's been trusted to impact and change games. Tuchel didn't really use him, to be honest. He didn't really use him that much. I can't really remember an appearance that he made under Tuchel, which was weird because according to all the reports at the time, Tuchel wanted him. Tuchel said, I want the player, and I actually convinced the player to come, but then he didn't really use him. But then maybe because he wasn't ready, and maybe because we wasn't actually set up as a team to make him better. I don't believe in just throwing youngsters in there when the team is not shaped to get the best out of them, because then you're just throwing them under the bus and you're potentially creating a situation that is not good for the player, and you're actually setting them up to fail. So I do get that side of things, and I don't think that we should just throw Carney in under any circumstance, and then he has a poor performance, and then we absolutely drag him because he didn't have a midfield balanced DM next to him or whatever he needs required to perform, because he is young. So I think when the midfield becomes a lot more balanced, then obviously we'll get maybe more games from Carney. But to be honest, I think it's good. The way it started was starting to look a bit concerning, but considering how it's looking now, he's been involved. He's on the bench. He's been signed for a decent amount of money, but he is only 19 years old. When I take a look at his statistics, and I was saying this when we signed him as well, the reason why I didn't know about him that well, because obviously he's not from our academy, so I don't really focus on other teams' academies. When they break through, then I'll take a look. But I didn't really look at the Aston Villa academy too much. But if you look at his statistics in terms of games played, I think last season he didn't play loads of matches. Like, this is why I didn't know about him as well as maybe everybody else did. When he first joined, a lot of people were like, yo, this guy's incredible, and I was like, I'm not going to lie to you. I've only seen him a couple times for Villa. I know he's young, but I don't really know him that well. I think he played 12 games for Villa. He had, how many minutes played? 294 minutes. So he played 12 times, but he didn't really play from the start. A lot of off the bench appearances. I mean, that's basically what? That's just over 3 matches, right? In total, in terms of minutes. So I didn't really see too much of him. He's coming off the bench a lot. He's not really lighting up the stage too much because he's got 1 assist. It's not, if he was scoring goals and shit, then obviously I'm going to pay more attention. I'm like, oh, okay, what's going on? I'm not watching Villa games week in, week out. So if I'm catching the highlights and he's banging in goals, then obviously I'm going to be like, oh, what's going on here? And then I'll start to watch his general play. But yeah, I didn't really notice what was going on there. He had more appearances, more minutes played for the Premier League 2 in the Premier League 2, 554 minutes, even though he only made 7 appearances there. So he was kind of floating in between the under-23s and the first team last season. So yeah, I think for me that is where we're at. So it's not like at Aston Villa, to summarize, that he was playing every single week and he's a key starter and he's blown away the Premier League. I think this is good progression for him if he's to start easing in with the game time a little bit more. Yes, I am. Oh, did you only just realize this? Sorry, bro. I think, but you've been in the Twitch stream, so I've definitely said it quite a few times on Twitch. But here's what it is. So yeah, I think yeah, there you go. I am. Okay, I've lost my train of thought. Okay, so I think this could be either, I think most likely Thursday. It could have been tomorrow, but I'm wary of not overdoing it because we have all you can eat Chelsea, I think, tomorrow. So could be Thursday. But it will definitely be either tomorrow or on Thursday. I'll try and confirm by the end of this stream. Okay, what else is everybody saying? Let's see. How many? So we're only actually just under 15 minutes till kickoff. Okay. Yeah, I know he left Twitter. It's not a bad decision. I'm not going to leave Twitter, but I'm just not mad active. So yeah, we spoke about this a bit already, but I hope it's going to be a 3-3-3-1. So it will be what you saw in the Salzburg game when we drew 1-1, if you remember. And Sterling and Pulisic will act as the wingers. So basically, Pulisic is playing where Reece James played against Salzburg, and he's hopefully going to act as a winger. And then you've got the 3 in midfield, you've got the 3 at the back, you've got the 3 attackers, and then you've got the striker, or the 3 attacking midfielders, whatever you want to call them. That's the way I'm hoping it goes. So we'll see. Yeah, Alex, ignore the schedule because it's ever changing in terms of what I have time to do. Let's see. Let's see. To be honest, I mean, we do want to take the game to them. Do you know what I mean? I think this is an opportunity to go out and to hopefully gain some confidence and win a match. Salzburg are not going to come here and sit back and be in a low block and frustrate the living daylights. They are going to open up a bit and they are going to hopefully leave some spaces in between the lines. I thought against Zagreb in the game that we lost, the reason why I was so annoyed about the defeat is because I didn't walk away from that game saying, oh, Zagreb were just so good and we just couldn't. How could we ever possibly stop this team? Do you know what I mean? It wasn't like that. It was like, yeah, they scored on the break, bad defensive errors, but like there was so much space. And obviously it looks easier on TV as it does in real life, but like we're talking about top quality footballers here that are meant to be playing for our club. And when you see that much space on a football pitch in between the lines, you just think to yourself, how are you lot not taking advantage of this? Like it's crippling to watch. Like I'm watching it and I'm like, there's just gaps everywhere. And you can see the difference between when the team is well set up and organized with no gaps and they're blocking the passing lanes and and they're compact, and that was not that. That was a very open, open team that had a lot of gaps in between the lines, and it was just frustrating. It was just frustrating that we didn't it was just frustrating that we didn't take advantage, because I think it was there for us. So I think this is a very attacking team, and I think that's a good thing. I would have been more frustrated if we had seen. I think I would have been more frustrated if I had seen more defense. Like if I had seen Aspilicueta in Pulisic's position, I would have been more frustrated with that. If I had seen Chilwell in Sterling's position, I would have been more frustrated. That could have been, a very possible team. And then I can't really tell you that I'm excited to see that, to be honest. So big up, bro. Welcome. Let's see. When was the last time we had a good performance? Good question. Probably a couple of weeks ago. Probably a couple of weeks ago, to be honest. Probably a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, that was on Carney. Let's see. Okay, let me just check out. So I'm gonna get the timer already in just a second. We are not far away from kickoff. Let's see. Oh shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We don't take a day off, bro. We got games. Do you know what I'm saying? We got bare games. Okay, cool. Wow, that's dedication. That is serious dedication. So fair play to you. That is very, very serious dedication. So I have to give you all of the respect, man. Because, I say this all the time. When people talk about, proper supporters and proper fans and proper Chelsea, obviously you mentioned the game goers and the match goers. And listen, never take anything away from them. They spend their hard-earned money in the rain, sun, wherever, to go and watch the team home and away, travel, take days off work. Full respect to it. I've gone to a lot of games. I don't go to as many games as I used to go to, because obviously I'm a content creator. But and I don't like vlogging, so I'm not going to go to the games and vlog, because I've tried vlogging and it's I don't know how people do it, because I swear to God it's just not fun at all. But the guys that are, like I said, all over the world, and we've got a lot of representation. When I always check the demographics on here, you guys are waking up at mad times, and it's like, it's not easy, man. Trust me, it's really not easy. So to do that, it's not easy to watch games at 3 a.m. and you got work the next day, and you got kids, and it's not easy, man. It's very, like, it's a big inconvenience, but you're still doing it anyway because of the love for the club. So everybody needs bigging up in that regard, because it is very impressive, for sure. It is very, very impressive. So big up to you guys. Shouldn't be understated, for sure. Really shouldn't, because you probably end up getting less sleep than the average man, the average woman, the average man. Do you know what I mean? Because of your commitment to the cause. And do you know what? Do you know what it is? If we played champagne football, then yeah, wake up at 4 a.m. and watch Chelsea. Do you know what I'm saying? Everybody's down for that. But when the team's having a little bit of a moment and it's not looking good, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The football's a little bit tough to watch. At least at the stadium, especially on away days, because I've been to a couple of away games, and the atmosphere in away games are wonderful. And thank you so much for someone who left the comment with the when he said algorithm. Yeah. So when you go to the game and the team doesn't play well, you can still enjoy your day out, because as long as the team don't lose, you should probably still enjoy it, because you get a couple of sing-songs in there, you have a couple of pints with the lads. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you could still make the day enjoyable. If you wake up at 3 a.m. and your wife or your girlfriend's still in bed and you got work the next day and the team play like trash, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to run from that. Do you know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. You just have to sit there and take your punishment. And that is the very underspoken and underrated part of being an international fan if you're waking up at them times. Because if the team plays badly and you woke up at that time, you feel like you got robbed, really. You genuinely feel like you got robbed of sleep, of everything. So yeah, hold tight to you, man, innit? Because that ain't easy. I'm telling you that now. That ain't easy. So yeah, I just have to shout out them, man. Because you know what it is? I think a lot of times people don't speak from a perspective that they're not part of. So for me, obviously, I'm not an international fan, right? I'm in England. So I could not speak on it because I don't experience it. But you have to speak on it, man, because it's you have to speak on it because it's apparent and it's there. It's on BT Sport 4. If you're not in the UK, I have no idea what it's on, but you guys usually tend to find games a lot easier than us anyway. Also, so because a lot of people keep saying this, I haven't left Twitch. I haven't left Twitch. So nothing's happened really, apart from the fact that I've made the decision to move my watch-alongs over and I am now able to stream on YouTube as well and still be a partner, which was a change in the rules. And I've just decided to put the watch-alongs over here to just see how it goes, and it's going very well. First couple of watch-alongs looking good. And you know, there's more people here, to be honest, and there's more interaction, and I want to speak to as many Chelsea fans as possible. So, so yeah, and I think on Twitch I could easily just do the gaming on there. So I am gaming on there. I might get COD. I might get Call of Duty. If FIFA really ends up going into the mud. So yeah, so there you go. I'm going to game on Twitch at the moment, and we still have a couple shows. We did a show with Flawless. Just me and Flawless. I have to do a show with Statman. We got the sub call-in show. So I'm going to keep adding more stuff back to Twitch, but yeah, but that's what it's on. And also, if you want me to be completely a buck, let me not forget this. They did change something in there. They did change something in their requirements as well, which was, I think they went from a 7. I didn't actually research this. I just heard they went from like a 70-30 split for their content creators to a 50-50. And this is my job. So to keep it a buck, I have to make sure that the platform is paying me as I should be paid, because as I always tell you guys, I'm not ever asking you guys for super chats. Do you know what I'm saying? You're the support on the channel. You watch the videos and you smash the likes and you comment, and that's all I need you guys to do. Do you know what I'm saying? If you enjoy the content and you watch it, you're taking time out of your day to watch it. That's good. So because I'm not hell bent on this super chatting, these men have to pay. You have to pay, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you have to pay. So make sure that you step up your game. And if you don't do it, then I'm gonna have to take my shit somewhere else. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So yeah, man. Until these platforms like to play these games, it's part of the career that we chose. It's the same with real life. I'm sure when you guys go to jobs and some companies will try and bump you and not pay you what you deserve in your craft and stuff like that. And they try and play games. And they don't give you your rate, and sometimes you just have to move. They say job hopping, you make more money than if you didn't job hop and if you just stayed loyal to the company. So at the end of the day, I'm on both platforms. I'll keep creating content on both platforms, but I will react to whatever nonsense the platforms decide to throw at me at any given time. So that's just what we're on. So yeah, let's see. Okay. And to be honest, a lot of you do like YouTube as well. So, you know, that's good to see. All right. Let's see. Big up. Much appreciated. That is mad. And to be fair, I'm glad, because that's a true sign of somebody that's been watching. So I appreciate that. That happens a lot. If you spend too much time around someone, you end up speaking like them. So that is pretty funny. Considering I'm pretty sure you gave me multiple ass whippings on FIFA, I'm happy with that. Appreciate, bro. Appreciate. Thank you so much. Yeah, so you know, listen, it is what it is, man. I do enjoy Twitch, but it is what it is. That's their decision. Yeah, and that is another point. It was a nice community as well, and we still got that. Like I said, we still got content going out on Twitch. So if you want to follow on Twitch, like I said, the content's still flowing. But yeah, that's how it goes. So we're about to kick off. We're about to kick off, and I am going to get the timer. And we are basically, yeah, we're here. Let's do this. Timer. I almost forgot. Timer. Cool. Let's do this. Didn't even see any of like the pre-match. I don't even know who the pundits are. Kickoff has just started. So I'm just making sure I'm lined up. Cool. Okay. Might be a little bit off. I'm just going to give it a minute to see if I'm going to give it a minute. Hopefully I'm not cool. Hopefully I'm not not too far behind. There's always a bit of a delay, which is natural, but cool. All right, let's do this. Let's do this, guys. Big game, big opportunities. By the way, I have to say, massive thank you to everybody that watched the preview, because it came out late. Well, it didn't come out late, but there was no time to put it anywhere else. So I appreciate whoever watched that, because yeah, it was very short notice, but you know, we had a lot of content going out. All right, 55 seconds. Let's go. So let's just see, by the way, if we were right on the 3-3-3-1. If we don't get that, then unfortunate for us, but hopefully we do get what I'm hoping. I mean, off the ball, it will probably be, I can't remember who said it in the comments, but it will probably be a 3-5-2 in the comments. And on the ball, I'm hoping for a 3-3-3-1. And let's see. You know, you want Sterling basically receiving the ball at the left wing spot, not the left wing back spot. You want Pulisic receiving the ball at the right wing spot, not the right wing back spot. As far forward as they can be would be great. Obviously, build up play wise. Oh, there's a mistake. Oh, ref. Oh my days. Yo, listen, we're getting some nice moments in some matches in Champions League, fam. If this is a penalty after what happened with Tomori and the sending off, oh my days, we're getting a lot of life. We're getting a lot of blessings. I think he's injured, right? So obviously that's a bit of a dangerous situation, because he was that header. Oh, I'm not going to comment yet. I don't know. I don't really feel like Kai makes a mad. Nah, it's not a foul. Nope. It's not a foul. It's not a foul. It's not actually a penalty, and it's not a foul. It's neither. Everybody there is in the clear. Kai doesn't foul the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper gets the ball. I think everything, we just move on. I'm not going to lie. Unfortunately, I wanted it to be a penalty, but I think everybody's in the clear. Kai doesn't go in dangerously. He really doesn't, and the goalkeeper gets the ball. So yeah, I think that's just a move on type situation, unfortunately. And it looks like it is, yeah. I really wish we could have got a penalty there, but it's not a penalty, to be honest. It's not a penalty. Let me see some comments. Oh, am I? Okay, hold on. Let me. Well, I can't be. Hold on a second. Let me see. Cool. Okay, all of those coverages. Let me see if I can. Yeah, cool. Don't worry. I'm gonna try and get a more accurate one. But that was yeah, to be fair, that wasn't a situation where it called for any sort of other action than what we got. So I'm happy with that, to be honest. Every single to be honest, I don't I don't know why, but every single possible stream and coverage is kind of around about the same minutes. In fact, what I'm watching is as far ahead as I can be. So yeah, I've obviously typed it in on Twitter as well. Ball in behind. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Yeah, I mean it's kickoff was at 45 and it's 5 minutes 20 seconds in and it's 5:52, so I can't be that far behind. I might be a minute and maybe a minute and 20 seconds, but I can't be 3 minutes behind. Surely that would be wild. Uber Eats. That is not, yeah. Listen, you see that there? Don't guys, don't let that one. Yeah, that's nuts. Yeah. No. No, you're not gonna have that one. You're not gonna have that one run at all. Nah, I'm not trying to hear that. Because if yeah, let's just everybody just don't even mention that one. Don't even just kind of like overcrowd him in the chat. Don't let him get that started, because if that slander name starts, then in the rival fan bases, then we're finished. So let's just leave that one. Hopefully he could just score and shut him up, because yeah, I'm not trying to hear Uber Eats all season at all. That is ridiculous. That is actually ridiculous. I'm not trying to hear that at all. I am not trying to hear that. No, I'm not trying to hear it. Good touch. Go on, Pulisic. Take him on. Good. Come on, take him on. I like this. That's what I want to see from my winger, you know? Take your people on. Hey, ref, that was shoulder to shoulder. Ref, man, look at the size of Pulisic, man. He's not going to do no harm. That was shoulder to shoulder. That was shoulder to shoulder. Oh, my God. That was shoulder to shoulder. I mean, it probably wasn't, but you know. Yeah, Pulisic on the left wing is much better, isn't he? He looks good. He looks up for it. So this is what I'm saying. I think if you're going to play them two, you got to play Pulisic on the left and you got to put Sterling on the right, because I don't think Pulisic's as effective on the left, on the right. I don't think he's as effective on the right at all. I think on the left he'll be much more effective, to be honest. So I'm happy with that. I'm glad that they've switched. And also, Sterling's not in good form. So if you're prioritizing right now who to put in their favorite position, you have to make sure, because otherwise you might end up killing two birds with one stone, and you don't want to do that. You really, really don't want to do that. So big up to everybody inside as well. Appreciate it. The support as always. Smash up the likes if you can. Much appreciated. All right, corner. Let's just defend this, man. Let's just defend this. Koulibaly was a doubt for the game, yep. And he's not involved. Headed away. Oh, God. Right. We are flying. We play counter-attacking football. A little bit of conversation taking place in there. Trevor. Gallagher. It's looking good. Come on, guys. More than you can believe, guys. More than you can believe, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. More than you can believe, guys. More than you can believe, guys. They're having a couple of corners now. I've never seen this. This is something that comes up in my comments so often. I seriously need to get a grip of that career mode, man. People are not happy. Come on, man. More than you can believe. More than you can believe, guys. Come on, guys. Do you know what? Yeah, that Amazon doc was the best thing to ever happen, fam. I'm telling you. Even though, like, we was all there for the banter and that, bro. This whole more than you can believe thing, I just love it. Obviously, that's from Pep as well, isn't it? It's brilliant. He's got. To be fair to him, he's got quite a few good liners. We're inviting a lot of pressure on ourselves right now, and we need to stop that. We need to respectfully stop inviting this pressure because we need to put together some sort of consistency here. I don't know if you guys saw at the weekend as well. Willian got the winner for Fulham. Did that tug at anybody's heartstrings? A Willian winger. Bro, man, what am I saying, fam? a Willian winner at Leeds. Did that tug on anybody's heartstrings? Let me know in the comments. Because I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying that I felt any type of emotional connection to Willian when he scored that, but I did feel something. It felt weird. It did feel a bit weird. I'm not gonna lie. Watching him do that in the Prem, he's been at the club so long. It was like, yo, that's a bit strange. I'm not gonna lie, it was a bit strange. Ooh, nice little flick. It didn't go anywhere, but don't go anywhere. I have to start taking my notes, man. My little nerd notes, because I feel like there's some good things in the game, and there's some not so good things. I think Pulisic's got off to a nice start. He's now on the right. Oh, lovely. Ooh, Pulisic. This is why he deserved his opportunity. Look at him. Right wing, left wing, switching over and taking people on. Yeah, it's good. Loads of take-ons. I'm going to check at halftime what his dribbles completed is, but I'm happy with this, man. Bravery on the ball. This is how you go past and destabilize defensive shape, is that you just got to sometimes take some people on. Take them out. If you don't ever take people out of the game with dribbling or via an elite level pass, like a Kevin De Bruyne-esque pass, where you take 2-3 people out of the game, we don't really have any of them passes, so you need dribblers. And that's where Sterling and Pulisic today, they've got to take people out of the game with their dribbling. I want to see Sterling squaring up to defenders and going at them. You know what I mean? I want to see Pulisic keep doing that as well. You take that player out, there's more space. And then suddenly now someone has to come across and cover. That leaves space for another player. Now people are not in their positions, and this is how you cause problems. But if people just get the ball, pass it back, recycle it, it's not going to go anywhere. Not going to go anywhere unless you're passing it very quickly. Maybe you might catch somebody off guard, but you need to bring dribbling back into the game, man. Gallagher's pushing forward. It's looking positive. So a lot of people are saying it's a long day. Fuck's sake. Let me see what you guys are telling me in the comments as it's now out for a throw-in. Long day. Uber Eats and Cucurella have a good game. Matisse might have to take them off again like he did against us. I guess Loftus-Cheek can do it too. Yes, he can, for sure. For sure. Havertz couldn't even get into a Nottingham Forest 11. Sad. People are not happy with Kai. Back to Cucurella. Good pass. Trevor, let's go. Into Gallagher. Pulisic. Well done, Pulisic. Well done. Oh, they're coming forward. Terrible shot. You was happy for Willian. Some very mixed reactions. People telling me, fuck no. May should have started. I just feel like with Mace, I feel like you got to give him a rest, man, at some point. Do you know what I mean? I feel like he's obviously very durable, and that's brilliant. One of the most durable players, to be honest. But I think for him to keep performing at a high level, you have to give him rest. And I think when you don't give a footballer rest and you play them every 3 games constantly, game after game after game after game, then we can't really be surprised if they have a drop off at some point and their performance does have a dip. So I think I'm excited almost to see him rested for today. Bring him on if you have to, but hopefully we don't have to bring him on because we're winning. And then now I want to see what a fresh, well-rested 1 week off Mason Mount looks like against Brighton, because that's exciting to me. Whereas if you just, and that's happened a lot, where you just kind of just overplay him and you just drag him out, then naturally you expect in general play the performances will dip. And that's something else that you have to be mindful of, is that, you know, he's still a human being. So I think this is by the way, and the reason why I'm saying this is because it's his first game under Potter that he hasn't started, and I think that's needed. You know, it's needed for him to not be starting every single match. He's going to start nearly all of them, but he needs to not have to play every match. So it's his first time rested. The only other player now that's played every single game is Kepa, but he's obviously a goalkeeper, so it's different. So yeah, I think it's good. I think it's good that he's rested, to be honest. And to be honest, these guys have to step up. Do you know what I mean? Like they have to step up. It's on them to do the job. There's no reason why the midfield that's out there shouldn't be able to do the job. I think the midfield that's out there is pretty balanced, considering what we have available. You've got your, you know, counter pressing, potentially goal scoring midfielder in Gallagher. You've got your press resistant, you know, first phase midfielder in Cover, your ball carrier, dribbler, and you've got Jorginho, who's the only actual sitter. So it's balanced. So all right, come on, move that ball forward. Oh shit. Free kick. No shot on target. Yes, this is a very good player. Him and Benacar at AC Milan. They didn't show their best against us. And I was very surprised that they had Hernandez inverted a lot. I thought they might have him running on the outside of Leao, but he become like a midfielder almost in build-up. What's happening with Locatelli? Anybody let me know as well if you're watching Serie A. What's happening with Locatelli? What happened with Locatelli as well? Haven't heard about him for a while. Football is the great humbler. Such an incredible line that was. I can't lie. Very underrated line, man. Gallagher, good pass, good pass, good pass. So we're just getting to see on the ball what it looks like. Not seeing enough of Kai and Aubameyang in this match at all so far. I don't think I've really mentioned Kai once, if I'm honest. It's really all been very much wing play. Yeah. Oh, what a game this is. I see people saying this game's putting them to sleep and things like that. Oh, God. Big up to everybody inside. Nearly 600 of you in here going through this with me. It's not been a great first 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not what I expected anyway. I think Pulisic's been probably our best player. Actually, no, he has been our best player. But outside of that, there's not really much going on. I just want to take a look at. Take a look at some statistics. Go on. Well done, Pulisic. Well done. Need to get the ball to Pulisic, basically. Cucurella short. Okay, so at the moment, Pulisic has really only 2 dribbles attempted. I feel like I've seen more anyway. Yeah, it's not looking. It's weird because this is why you have to watch out for SofaScore and apps like this. They have Pulisic as the lowest ranked rating player in the first 22 minutes, and that couldn't be further from the truth. That's why you have to be careful with these sites, because how is Pulisic the lowest rated player on SofaScore in the first 20 minutes? But obviously these men are not watching the game, and it's just they're compiling the stats, and they have an automatic kind of like process of just giving out ratings and points to whatever you do in the pitch, maybe at said given time. So yeah, ball in. Oh, head away. Oh, well done. Good. You've trapped it. Kai, come on, cover. Yes! Oh my God, what a goal. Oh shit, that took me by surprise. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not see him doing that, man. That is an insane finish. What a goal. What a goal from Mateo Kovacic. What a goal. No surprise it comes down that right-hand side, which is where Pulisic currently is. I'm looking forward to watching it again because that is an insane shot. And by the way, I was so invested in the Man United game. When I look back on it, I clocked you guys were telling me I didn't even change the scoreline once. So that's embarrassing. So yeah, ball kind of bumbling around. Really well played from Pulisic to trap the ball. Then Kai Havertz tries to get it under control. The defender does kick it into cover, and then cover lashes at it into the top corner. So nobody gets the assist for that one. But yeah, you just kind of have to give main credit to Pulisic and Havertz for, I guess, putting pressure on the defenders and forcing them into an error. But that is really all cover, isn't it? Mainly in terms of the quality of the move. Unbelievable finish. Really, really good finish. And hopefully that opens up the game a little bit. Go on, Sterling. Oh, you got loads of space. Well done. Oh, do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah. It's moments like that, very fine moments like that, where you say, sometimes we need to, when we play, and this is what really the best passers do, but there's the difference between just a decent passer of the football and like someone who's not known for passing, which would be like a Sterling, and then somebody who just, their brain is wired to pass like Fabregas. We've got to start playing the ball in front of players and teeing them up for first-time shots and teeing them up for, like, if your pass is that good, you force the player you're giving it to do a certain action. So if you pass the ball, oh, that's a wonderful cross. That's what needs to be said. Sorry, Gallagher's cross. And we spoke about that a little bit before the match started, about Gallagher in that RCM number 8 kind of role in a 3-3-3-1. And maybe he might be tasked with getting some more crosses into the box. And that's why it's better to maybe have him there than Aspie. And it was a wonderful cross into the box. And it caused problems. So that's really where I'd like to give a lot of credit to, actually. Really good cross from Gallagher. So yeah, we just need to be a bit better with that. I think we sometimes limit ourselves with under-hit passes, over-hit passes that don't really have a purpose. And what I mean by that is that a pass is just a pass. It's just to give the ball to the other player, when really the pass should actually force the player to do something else to make it a little bit more smoother. That was almost a second. Ooh, almost. Because that's how you also speed up the tempo of your game. You know, if you just pass directly to a player's feet, then they have to take a touch and then they have to look around and play the next pass. If you pass the ball a little bit in front of them and you kind of say, listen, I'm passing this to you and you need to make that pass to him because that's where I'm kind of telling you need to put it, then it just takes a couple seconds out of the game and speeds things up a little bit. So I think everybody could do with improving on that. But good. We've scored. Can't complain. More than you can believe, guys. More than you can believe. We've taken the lead. We've taken the lead. Yeah, good cross from Gallagher. Sterling, cover. Cover's very left. He's very on that wide left area a lot. At some point, I'm going to have to get my charger. I'll probably get it at half time, so bear with me at half time. Offside. Is it offside? You can't be offside from a throw-in. What's happened? Oh, free kick. Chelsea versus Arsenal on BT Sport, 6th of November, 11:30 a.m. kickoff on a Sunday. Guys, I cannot tell you how important that match is. I'm taking nothing but a win. You know how we move, W settings only. I don't care if they're in form. I want us to beat them. Simple as. Where can I watch? What country are you in, bro? And I'll tell you. Are you in England? It's BT Sport. BT Sport 4. If you're in a different country, then tell me and I'll try and tell you where you can watch. Because I have been vastly experienced in living in multiple countries when I stream on YouTube. That's what I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, okay, cool. All right. Yeah, BT Sport 4. 28 minutes gone. We need a second goal. Oh, shit, that was a good turn. That was a very good turn. Oh, Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. To be honest, at the moment, I'm just taking one game at a time. The reason why I'm not willing to say that, I mean, listen, we're always dark horses because we're Chelsea, right? So let's say that we're always dark horses, regardless of what's going on, because we just want to win shit. But I need to see how Potter does, because it's his first Champions League season in his career, and that's an important factor to note. I think when we look at Tuchel, Obviously, he got to the Champions League final the year before he came to us with PSG. But for some better finishing, he could have won it. So that experience of knockout football and Champions League level and going up against those managers, and that helps. And he's obviously done it at Dortmund, and Potter's never done it before. So I'm in the middle here, where it's like it's Chelsea, and we should always be aiming to pull off a shock, which is all we do because we've never been favourites for the Champions League, to be honest. Maybe way back when we had Lampard and them, man. Like Ballack and Essien and shit. So yeah, so we're not favourites. But we have a manager who's going into the dark. So I think for me, if we get to the quarterfinal, I think that's around about where I would expect this team to get to, and then semi-final exit is kind of like that area there. You enter the quarterfinal, you want to get through that. You wouldn't be surprised if we got knocked out in the semi-final. You wouldn't be surprised if we got knocked out in the quarterfinal, depending on who we play. That's kind of our area now. Last eight kind of area. You know, could be last 4 if things go our way and we play well on the day. That's where we're at. We're like top 8, 6. I'd say top 8. But you never know. You never know. I will always dream. I'm a dreamer. Best believe I'm a dreamer. Like, yeah, I'm definitely a dreamer. So when we're in it, I'm gonna pray to God that we win it for sure, because it's the Champions League, man. Oh, what beautiful dribbling from Kovacic. Wonderful. Oh, he's giving it away. It was nice little bit of dribbling there. Kov is very involved, man. Heavily involved. If you look at Kova, he's heavily involved in our ball progression. Heavily. Like, he's almost been tasked with the responsibility of progressing the ball. In this team, when they're looking to get from the middle third to the final third, he is one of the main outlets right now, because he's another player that can dribble and take players on. Wonderful. Good. Oh, this is beautiful. If this doesn't end in a goal, I'm going to cry. Good, Kai. Oh, stop! Aubameyang, man. No. No. That deserved a goal. Oh, my God, man. I'm going to have to... Oh, my God. I'm going to have to write that down. Bro, the football... That was good. That was wonderful. Why couldn't he finish that? And do you know what I loved about that whole move? Everybody was in their strength. Do you know what I mean? Everybody was doing their special thing that they do when they're at their best. And it all accumulated to the best finisher, and he didn't finish. Because, you know, Kai, I was looking at him and I was like, there's the perfect time. Okay, Cucurella really needs to sort his shit out. There's the perfect time to play that pass before the passing lane closes. Please don't miss that opportunity. And he passed it. And I was so happy, because I was like, this is going to be a goal. Batman's going to finish it. Kai gets an assist. Everybody gets their plaudits, and he missed it. Oh, shit, man. That was a really, really good football, guys. Wonderful build-up. Our medical team all should be sacked. No one is recovering. The medical teams have a tough job. I'm not even going to lie to you. I'm not even going to draw for all the medical team right now. I think we did sack the doctor as well. So we did actually sack some of the medical team. Oh, I can't believe he didn't finish that, man. Fuck's sake. Such good football. It was like Sterling Sterling laying it off to cover. Let me just write it all down, because I want to give everybody their flowers. Jorginho with a really good pass in between the lines, as he usually does start these kind of ones. And then obviously Kai on the left. Really good timing of the pass. And Aubameyang I just have to have a straight face emoji. Oh, fuck. And then you watch it on replay, it doesn't get any better. Obviously, the goalkeeper spreads himself, but oh, fucking hell. It was Aubameyang that missed it, not Sterling. Initially, I thought Sterling was the one as well, but it was Sterling who played the pass to cover from receiving it from Jorginho, and then obviously it was Aubameyang with the final finish. Oh yeah, bro. Kai did exactly what he should do in that move. Because you know what it is as well? Like, Kai's not a great finisher. He's just not a great finisher of the football. So you if you have an opportunity to set up for somebody who's a better finisher than you, you do that, you know? And that's exactly what he did. It was a great pass, great weight of pass, everything was perfect. And yeah, should have scored. I'm definitely not that far behind, because what you guys are saying and what I'm watching is Kyle. Oh, God's sake, man. I'm not gonna lie, that you should have been doing better with that one. Yeah, you got to do better with that, man. You got to put that in the corners. Who crossed that? Who crossed that ball in? Was it Gallagher again? Got to take that, man. Who crossed it, guys? Because I was looking at the chat. Was it Gallagher? Yeah. Listen, I didn't even need to see it to know, bro. I just know it was Gallagher, man. He's doing exactly what I want him to do in this game. I'm not gonna lie. With the crossing, I want him doing that more. The crossing is what he's on. It's good. Gotta pick your corners, man. You've got to pick your corners. You're a tall guy. He's actually, he scores some goals with his head. You got to put that in. It's not, if it's Sterling or someone, he's never even going to get the header in the first place. So I'm not really going to be, if it's Kai, you got to score. You got to pick your corners, man. You got to score headers. Yeah, Trevor Chaloba's doing a lot better on those 1v1s, man. It's been good. He's quietly gone under the radar, but I think he's having another good performance. Considering that his whole responsibility is to deal with that right hand side, because obviously we don't have a right back. I think he's playing well. It's a bit different on the other side because Silva's obviously got Cucurella over there, but Trev's basically on playing right back and right side centre back. So today he's doing well. He doesn't. Fofana, and I hear this because I've said it a few times that I think it could have been an option. But I think when Trevor's playing this well, I think you leave him where he is. I don't think it's fair because you could ruin his form. It's a very different position midfield. Defensive midfield is a very it's a very difficult position to play in the modern era, especially with people pressing you and you have to look over your shoulder. You're playing with your back to goal. It's a very difficult position. And I think right now, I would leave him where he is. He's playing well. He's confident. Fofana was okay, but, still needs to keep improving. So it's not like as if Fofana should just walk back in the team anyway, defensively. And I think just Zakaria, again, when are we going to try Zakaria? Hopefully he comes on off the bench today, but that's the guy really to see if he can play in midfield, isn't it? If you want to keep things from changing too much. Big up the chat. I'm not reading some of these comments, but some of these comments are so silly. When do you think you'll next win the next trophy? I don't see why not this season. You know, why not? Cool. They're not very good at finishing, this team, are they? This season, bro. Fuck it, bro. We're Chelsea, bro. This season, you've got FA Cup, you've got Carabao Cup. Go and get one of those trophies. Go to Wembley and win one of them. Yeah, man. This season, every single season as a Chelsea fan, there's not a single season as a Chelsea fan that I have not expected that we could win a trophy, and I don't think that has to change. You can do a long-term project, and you could have a process or a project or whatever the hell you want to call it. I hate these words, but hey, and have time and give the manager patience. You can do all these things and still get success along the way. You don't have to suffer. You know, we can win the FA Cup every year. We can win the Carabao Cup every year. We can go as far as we can try to go in the Champions League every year. I'd not ever put pressure on anyone to win it because it's tough. Premier League is where you have to have patience because it's every week and it's going to take time for us to get back to the top. That's going to take years. But everything else, yeah, bro, go and win that. Go and win that. Do you know what I'm saying? Go and try and win it. But we have Man City in the Carabao Cup. So, yeah, it's not easy. Tuchel Ban says, Aubameyang, Sterling, Havertz, Pulisic, we fell off so hard. Damn. I can't really put Sterling in that, man. With all these, and even Aubameyang, you know, he's, as much as I didn't really want him, we've had worse. We've had worse than Aubameyang, because at least Aubameyang can actually finish. It's not Morata. He's doing better than Lukaku. So I still think that 4, you know, we should be able to get something out of that 4. Let's be real, you know. Yeah, we've had worse. We've had worse. I think that 4 we should be able to get something out of it. I'm not gonna lie. If you compare that 4 with, like, you know, who else? Maybe I'm trying to think. Obviously, Tottenham have a better force, but we knew that. City, Liverpool. I mean, Liverpool right now, they're in a moment of maybe transition. So obviously, when they're, you know, they've got the pedigree, but yeah, Sterling's an accomplished player. Aubameyang's an accomplished player. You know, so it's a good balance between experience and youth. We should be able to get something out of that. I'm not gonna lie. We should be able to get something out of that. That attack should not be. That attack should be getting good output this season in all competitions. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that all those players are shit. I'm not going to do it. Because the rest of the league, they actually be dealing with shit. Not really, bro. Not really, to be honest. But I was never really surrounded by much religion, to be honest, in terms of like upbringing. So that's probably why I kind of just roll with it. Do you know what I mean? I'm just kind of just out here. Not to say that I couldn't be in the future. You know, you never know. But not really at the moment. I do like some of the I do like some parts of religion in terms of like some of the disciplines, and I think it's good. It's healthy. I mentioned Morata as well. What are you talking about? I mentioned Morata. I didn't just mention Lukaku. I mentioned Morata as well. I'm mentioning all big money 9s because we didn't sign Aubameyang for that much. That's why I'm trying to put it into perspective. Like, I didn't expect Aubameyang to come in here and get 20 league goals because I know that our chance creation is not really on that level. Oh, God. We were so close. Oh, my God. Guys, we've had 2 moments here where we've played some damn good football. Down this left-hand side, Sterling, again, Kovacic at the heart of it. Good flick from Aubameyang. And Sterling plays it in, and then Havertz, he knows he's offside, and he's trying to play it back to Aubameyang. Man, it's some good football. Lovely football, man. Oh, this is painful. Cover, Sterling to the left, and then kind of into Aubameyang and a lovely little back flick. Oh my God. And Havertz is obviously offside, so he can't get involved and just doesn't quite make it to Aubameyang. It's good football. It's good football, man. Unlucky. That's where you have to say it's unlucky. Last time we did good football, it was because Aubameyang didn't finish it. That time that's just unlucky. That's nice. I like that. And to be fair, obviously people are going to say the opposition, so let's not get excited. But that's why I was actually quite confident in looking forward to this game, because I do feel like we can try and get some confidence regained. There hasn't been a Champions League game this season that we've played where I didn't feel that this team should be able to play some good football, there's spaces, and get some confidence and get some goals and take that to the Premier League. So we're seeing it again today, that Salzburg are not ridiculously good defensively. Their finishing has been pretty poor, and there's no reason why we can't come here and try and win this game 3-0 and play good football and get confidence and get goals and take that into Brighton. And to be honest, that's why I said in my preview as well that I think we should also try to, as the game gets on, try and play Zakaria, and let's see what he has as well. So we should really be. This is meant to be an enjoyable game. I didn't think when I saw Salzburg away from home when I woke up this morning that we shouldn't be able to enjoy. We should be able to enjoy. More than I can believe. We should be able to enjoy. More than I can believe. We should be able to enjoy. But yeah, we do need to get the second goal because we don't want to be caught lacking. I will get my charger at half time, so just bear with me. I'll be gone for maybe like 2 seconds. I'll play some music, Oh shit. We're knocking on the door, but we're so close. That's hit the bar, hasn't it? Did that hit the bar? Off the bar, yeah. I thought it did. Oh, oh my God. Well, do you know what? At least we're creating chances. And again, I point you back to what we spoke about. I'm going to watch that halftime analysis, so that's why I'm going to quickly go now while they're taking an ad break. Havertz, really good pass inside. Sterling, cover again, cover involved massively. From Kai into Sterling. And this is the same group of players constantly combining, interlinking, and it's good to see. And there's some lovely chemistry in this match down that side now. After what was a pretty quiet first 15-20 minutes, it was really only Pulisic doing anything. We're creating chances because, and again, we spoke about this against Manchester United. How many bodies did we really commit forward in attacks? Maybe 2-3 until later on when the substitutions came with Broja and stuff. If you commit a few more bodies forward, sometimes, not all the time, it's not always the excuse. It depends on the match. Sometimes we're just shit decision making and we just don't actually pick the right pass. But we got more players closer together. They're able to pass, interlink, interchange, play little 1-2s, and they have help. It's not like 2 versus 5 or 2 versus 4. It's we've got a lot of players forward, and it's good because we've played this formation, and we're not really seeing the wingers at wing back. Like everybody kind of thought. We're kind of seeing them where we want to see them, which is high up the pitch and getting involved. We didn't really see as much of Pulisic in these moves, but he's obviously maybe an outlet on the other side if we were to switch play. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good, man. It's been very good. I'm gonna quickly get a drink as well because I'm absolutely. I'm dying. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm dying. Let's just say how it is. Let me ask you guys. Do you want the review straight after the game, or do you want the review after the Champions League games are over? It's completely up to you. Doesn't bother me because I am gonna be here anyway. It's just when I release it, it's up to you. What you think is best. So you let me know in the comments. But yeah, I'm happy with that. I think it's been good. Right after the game, yeah, straight after the game. Cool. I thought you might say that because obviously it's not like as a massive match like going on in Premier League or something like that. Cool. Good. I think, listen, obviously we're disappointed we're not leading by more goals, and we would have wanted to be 2 or 3 goals up, and I think we should be. But I'm going to try and take the positives that are we're playing well. We're making some really good plays, and we are starting to see players combining and putting together some nice football, and hopefully they just take their chances. I think Aubameyang's hit the post now. He's missed a really good opportunity, the first one, and then the second one he couldn't quite get to because it's just a bit too much in terms of the pass. So we are knocking on the door, and we are having a better performance that we haven't seen in weeks. But again, I'm not surprised at that because it is Salzburg in the Champions League and they do leave more spaces, and it is different to the Premier League. So I'm not surprised, but it is still good to see at least. But we need to get another goal. No, it's too early to say, comeback arcs, or I'm not interested in that for Kai right now. I just want Kai to, Kai could have had a goal. I think he's been better as the game's gone on. He started off the game very quiet. As I look back to my nerd notes, as I go through these nerd notes with you here, I think Kai, he started slow. It was mainly Pulisic really that was doing stuff. To be honest, he was the one taking people on. He was the one trying to make things happen. I think Aubameyang, started pretty slow as well. But as the game's kind of gone on, everybody's kind of growing into it. And it's becoming a lot more of a balanced attack. It's not just about Pulisic dribbling past players and that's it. People are actually starting to get involved. The clock. And yeah, so that's good. That's very good. But we need to try and continue that. All right. I'm going to get a snack. I think I'm going to try anyway. I'm going to get a quick drink, get my phone charger as well, so we can actually do the whole watch along. So we're going to take a little 1 minute break. Yeah, literally just under a minute. Bear with me, guys, because I have not even really nourished myself today. I have just kind of died. Let me real quick just get something to keep me alive, to keep me entertaining. Okay, guys. Okay. What do you can't believe? Let's get back to it. Okay. Okay, right. Cool. So just had to quickly So I'm gonna kind of just okay. I'm gonna see. Where's my phone? It's gonna die somewhere if I don't find it. Maybe I've left it somewhere. Did I not? I didn't bring that with me, did I? Where's my phone? I don't know what's going on. Oh, Jesus Christ. Maybe I took it with me somewhere. I don't know. All right. I'm all over the shop now. Let me see. Where's my phone? Hey, yo. I think I left it somewhere. I'll have to go and get it. Hope I took notes of that. Let me quickly check what you guys are telling me in the comments quickly. No one could be convinced with Kai right now. We need consistency. It's a bit too shy. Decent game, to be honest. We need to see more than one game. I mean, yeah, like I said, he started off slow and then he kind of like brought himself back into contention with, I mean, everybody did, you know, I think him, Sterling, Aubameyang, everybody kind of got better as the game went on. It was only really Pulisic that I was excited by at the start. But it's going to take more than, you know, a half an hour spell or 25-minute spell against Salzburg for people to be like, oh, yeah, he's back. So you don't need to think that or anything, you know, just let him. He needs to prove that, you know, the standards for him right now are in hell, if I'm completely honest, and they shouldn't be, because we need him to be the Kai that we think he, you know, that we thought we bought. And we need to back him, but we need to see this season a Kai Havertz that is one of the best young players in England. That is the level that Kai Havertz is meant to be capable of, and we shouldn't forget that. You know, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for a player that has big performances. We're looking for a player that is a contender for Young Player of the Year. We're looking for a player that is one of our best players. That's what we're looking for. You know, we're not looking for you know, good game and then 2, 3, 4, 5 bad games and then good game and then good half an hour. We want consistency. So it's been a better game for him, but I'm not going to get excited outside of that. Okay, because remember, this is Chelsea, guys. You know, remember who you support. Yeah, we're Chelsea, and at the end of the day, we're trying to get back to the top. And the only way we're going to get back to the top is if these players, the ones that are here long term, actually become some of the best players in the world. And it's as simple as that. The best players in the world win the best and biggest trophies. And if you're not one of the best players in the world and you start every week, unlikely that team will win the best trophies if there's too many of those players that are not the best. So the whole goal here is for Kai, is for Mason, is for Pulisic, is for Sterling, is for all of these guys to be some of the best players in the world in their position, because you are playing for one of the biggest teams in the world. So it's as simple as that. And if you're not on that path, then it's a problem. It is a problem. Yeah, it's good to see the midfield in there. I think Kova today has really, really been important for that part that you're talking about there. He's connecting the dots so well. He really, really is, man. I was starting to notice it as the game kind of went on, but the more the game went on, he was just getting more involved. And every single time he had a move, he was always involved. He was always like the very middle of the move, you know? He wasn't even like the guy assisting. He was like the guy in the middle of the move. Like, he's just very, very crucial at the moment in this match. Very crucial. Let's see. Slick. Can't end 1-1, bro. Cannot end 1-1. Have to win the game. Yeah, he does. I think Aubameyang, for sure, we need to see him put the ball in the back of the net, you know? If we're creating these opportunities, we've created about 2 or 3 big chances for him in this match. We had a chance for Kai as well, which he should have been better with the header. So in this match, we've probably created about 4 or 5 big chances, I think. Maybe, yeah, I think 4 or 5 big chances. And we need to score. We need to score. Let me quickly try and see if I can get my phone, because I've probably left it somewhere and I'll be... But yeah, do you know what? The only thing is a shame about YouTube is that they don't let you have like points and stuff and let you do predictions and all that stuff. They need to add that because that was one thing that we did like on Twitch. Is where it is. I found it. All right. So second half is not far away. The timer will be ready. I appreciate everybody sticking around. At the moment, by the way, just so everybody knows, because I am very, very confusing individual sometimes, and I don't tell you guys what the plan is, and I apologize for that. The watch-alongs for Chelsea games at the moment will all be on YouTube at the moment until further notice, and every Chelsea game will be covered, every single one. You're not going to hear from me that I'm not covering a Chelsea game because of anything. I'm going to be covering every single Chelsea game on YouTube, probably until the end of the season at least, and then we'll see what we're doing next season. But so yeah, just that is a fact, and that is the plan. So yeah, lots of debate going on in the chat. And by the way, I always try to start the watch-alongs an hour before kickoff. So basically, as soon as the lineups come out, that's when the stream basically is about to start. Obviously, today we started a bit earlier. And to be honest, I don't mind starting a bit earlier than that. I don't mind. So we could even do that more often. So yeah, we're still doing Twitch streams. Not to worry, we're still doing Twitch streams. I'm just doing more gaming. I'm probably going to get Call of Duty soon. We're going to keep playing FIFA as well. So yeah. I'm really like I said, I think I really want to try and hit 40,000 subs this season. So I'm really trying to push to YouTube as much as possible. Twitch is really hard to grow. We're still trying to get 10K. We're still pushing for 10K on Twitch. We're still putting out content, but it's hard. Very difficult. More than you can believe. All right, cool. Let me see. I'm going to get the timer up. 10K on Twitch and 40K on YouTube. That's the goal. But yeah, I think it's nice to have all the football stuff, all the Chelsea stuff, maybe just in the one place right now. It's not confusing for people. Let's see. Second half's kicked off. Timer is not even ready. What are we doing? All right, here it is. Time's coming up on your screen. I'm probably gonna have to update it because I'm probably a little bit behind now with it. But here we are. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, man's really stupid now. Let me see. All right, we're gonna go for the 46th minute. New aim. We've already missed out on the 45th. Okay, bear with me. Cool. All right, we're ready. So second half's kicked off, and time is coming up. Just waiting for it to hit the moment where it's accurate. Gallagher, no changes, no. I don't see any substitutions. Gallagher's still on. Cool. A second goal, and literally, I do believe that then it will be Zakaria time. No? You would assume, isn't it? I mean, I'm almost more intrigued to see him than anybody else now. It's getting to the point where it's taken so long to see this player in action that I would like to see him badly. And maybe if oh shit, that hit a hand. Oh, we got a bit of life there. That hit a hand. I think it hit hand accidentally, so we're never really gonna get a penalty for that. And they are asking because it did actually hit Cover's hand, but to be honest, it's not intentional. It's just hit the ground and bounced up, and he's in a natural position. So I'd be very disappointed if he even dared give a penalty for that. So yeah, bro, I'm just intrigued. I'm not excited about because I don't know what we're gonna get, but I'm just very curious. I'm very nosy. I'll try, bro. I'll definitely try and get that for you every week because it is a serious show. I can't lie. It is a great show. It is a great show. Obviously, he's already on here for Battle of the North, but it's that good that, yeah, we'll try. Okay. Oh, God. All right. Yeah, so they checked it, and it's not a penalty. It was a handball. Yeah, it was a handball. But at the same time, it wasn't intentional. They're now counter-attacking. Oh shit, that's a great ball. Oh, that's a great ball. Oh, that's a goal. Oh my God, 1-1. As soon as I saw that ball played, I said, wow, we're in the shit now. 1-1. 1-1. Oh, it's never easy, is it? It's never easy. Well, that's the kick up the arse this team needed, isn't it? Big goal for them. Big goal in the group. It's a counter-attack. It's exactly what happened against Dinamo Zagreb. It's a counter-attack. They come down to this left-hand side. They play that ball first time across the box, and it's not able to be cut out by Cucurella. Am I being harsh on... I mean, when you concede a goal like that, it's never one person's fault. But Cucurella is a quick guy. He's fast. So it's like, could he have intercepted that? Could he have maybe played him offside? You got to do one or the other, you know? If a ball's coming in across the box like that, and it's a great ball, I don't want to take anything away from the ball, but you've got to do one or the other. Keeping up with the player, keeping him on side, but then not engaging with the ball and intercepting it because, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's not fast enough, but he is quick, in my opinion. So you got to do one or the other. And if you don't do either, then it's long. Then it's very long. And it all starts, obviously, because we missed the initial header. Maybe Cucurella is out of position. I have to watch the whole sequence of events. I can't believe it. Could have saved that. Is it harsh? Maybe. Maybe. It's a great ball, to be fair. It's a great ball. Cover held the ball for too long. Yeah. It was a great ball. I feel like he's an easy target in the back three. How would he save that? Let me know in the comments what you're feeling on that one. Like I said, it's not always one person. You know, cover gives the ball away. You've got some people saying Kepa could have saved it. I'm not. You know what it is? Yeah, analyzing goalkeepers is not easy. It's not easy. I must say. It's I'd love to like have somebody who's a goalkeeper, or, you know, just does goalkeeper training and stuff, because then it's just a lot easier to analyze. Because it's just goalkeeper language is a different language completely. You know, it's like your body positioning, like the hand you choose to save it with is important. You know, what hand do you overreach? Do you use the side that you're diving towards? Sometimes Kepa does use his opposite arm to save a shot that's going on that side, and that maybe gives him less time to make a reaction on the save. His positioning with his feet, is it in the right place? You know, there's a lot. Nearly scored again though. Aubameyang again. Aubameyang's getting a lot of chances. That was a good bit of defending in the end. Salzburg's goalkeeper is good. Goalkeeper saving them. Appreciate it. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, the goalkeeper's having a great game for Salzburg. Aubameyang's had about 4 big chances, man. And with Aubameyang, you expect minimum one of them he takes. So long day. Oh, Jesus. The only thing I will say is that it's better that happened now than at the end of the game after a frustrating, you know, half where we're kind of maybe off of it because we ain't got to kick up the arse, or we're not taking the chances, and then they go and get a late equalizer. We have more than enough time to do something about it, and I'm not at a point where I'm like, oh, we can't go ahead and do the damage and win this. Like, we have more than enough quality to do so. So Kai needed to move, man. It's the little things, but drive into that space. He's in it now, which is good, because the pass from cover there is kind of impossible pass to play. He doesn't need to make the run. Bomb. Oh, well done. That's brilliant from Sterling. That's brilliant. Oh, unlucky. Sterling is very good at trapping the ball sometimes. He's very good at that. You can give it to him in a pocket where there's a lot of pressure. And now in that moment of 5 minutes, you're gonna see the difference between Sterling taking the ball in the pocket under immense pressure, but he uses his body, he retains possession, and he pops it back to cover. And then you see Kai, who was given the ball with a little bit of pressure, and then immediately crumbles and the ball's dispossessed. And that there in the space of 5 minutes is a big thing, and it's a big problem for Kai. That's the one big problem for Kai, is that when he picks up the ball in the half space and he's pressed, he doesn't have the solution to get out of it quickly enough. And he doesn't use his body properly to keep the ball. So that's something that he needs to work on. Because we literally just saw it in the space of 5 minutes. We saw one person trap a ball properly, keep a ball in a tight space and give it back, and one person give it away and get dispossessed. Yeah, so Pulisic should have done better. I was making another point, so I was like, I just watched Pulisic do that. I couldn't say that as well. Go on. Aubameyang again in behind. Jesus Christ, we're getting into such good areas, man. There's no reason why we don't get more goals in this game. Come on. Cover, good. Kai. Ball in. Oh my God. Do you know what it is, yeah, as well, with the strikers? Aubameyang's obviously had a lot of good chances today, and he's missed a lot of them. And you never know if Broya would have taken them. Do you know what I mean? You just don't know, because he's not the final product. He's not the final form. So it's like, we're just in this no man's land with the strikers, where it's like, they're both good players. They're both had good moments this season where they're playing well. But we can't really be guaranteed of what we're going to get, really, from either of them at the moment. Yeah, he's too weak, man. I said this on my last I said this after the Brentford game, because he really, really jarred me that game. That was like, oh, was it Brentford? I think it was. Was it Brentford? I think it was Brentford. Really too weak, man. And that's my worry about him in this league in England. Is he too weak? That's what I'm starting to worry about now. Go on, Gallagher. Because like you don't have to be big, strong, six-pack to play in the Prem. You just need to be able to face adversity and handle contact. That's the best way to put it. Because like even like a Bernardo Silva, he's not big, he's not muscly, he's not strong, but he can handle contact. So that in a way makes him strong. But he can handle contact. You know what I mean? He can firm it and still keep the ball. And he's way smaller than Kai. Like Kai's quite big. And he's not a stick. Like there was a photo that went out in a magazine. I mean, we know Mason's got muscles because Mason had this mad preseason where he just got all of this muscle mass added onto him. But even Kai, you can tell he lifts and he's got a little bit of muscle mass. So I don't know, man. I think sometimes I think it's a mentality thing, to be honest. Go on, Kai, go on. Oh fuck. Fuck's sake. It's got to be a mental thing. Another chance goes begging for Chelsea. A lot of chances in this game. It's a very soft strike. Could have been maybe better going for the near post, but just aiming high. Kind of like when who is it that got that? Reece James. Reece James is so good at that. When he's in those positions, obviously on the right hand side, and it's tight angle, he will just fucking roof it into the top corner, in the top of the net, and just go for power and obviously aim high. Yeah, it's just played onside. Inches. Very, very small margins on the goal that they scored. He could have played him offside if he. It's not easy, and maybe his view of the ball on the left was not clear. He might have had a body in front of him, but if he just took a little step, it would have been off. Sesko seems like he's coming on. Thank you. I appreciate it. This brother said, hey, yo, bro, I love your content. Just dropping in to say your midfield is absolute shit, bro. I appreciate it. Oh, my God. It's funny. Very funny. $60 minutes gone. I have to get back to the nerd notes again. Had 15 minutes to settle themselves. Hold on. One. This game has been made a lot more difficult than it should have been. And unfortunately, that's just down to us not taking our chances in the first half. I was happy with the first half, obviously. That would be based on the fact that we keep playing that way in the second and get the goal. But we, as they say, you sometimes will pay for the moments you don't take. And when you're dominating like that, It's a tough save to make if you're Kepa. It's very close. I do wonder sometimes if he would be better off going with his feet. He never really seems to try and use his feet to save the ball. Something that David De Gea is pretty good at, to be fair to him. Because when the ball's that low and you're diving down, it's taking you longer to get your arms down there, or your legs are already down there. Do you know what I mean? And I sometimes do think that save is potentially an option, and he doesn't really use it. And some of the best goalkeepers, they do save the ball with their feet sometimes because it's just easier, you know. I think that's the only thing on that. Maybe if he does that and doesn't try to dive all the way down, he might get there. Go on, good, go on, play it. Havertz. Oh my fucking God. What in the hell? Yeah, that was nice, man. That was nice. God damn, that was nice. Oh my God. Do you know when he opened up, bro, when he opened up his foot and he took the shot, I immediately thought of the goal against England, against Germany. And I was like, you know what? This is nice. You know, I'm not saying this is going to go in, but I get a good save out of the goalkeeper and it's nice. I'm glad he's taking a shot. I've been wanting him to take more shots from distance. Fair play. You're not just going to just overplay here. Let's get a shot off. Yeah, great. And then when it goes in and it hits the bar, I'm shocked. I couldn't believe it. Exactly. We've been waiting 2 seasons to see a goal like that. Bro, it's the same when Ziyech scored that goal against Tottenham. Do you know how long I've been waiting for him to hit the top bins like that? Oh, man, I'm so happy with that, man. Oh, my God. What a wonderful shot. Oh, that was beautiful. That's what I need more of, man. What a goal. What a goal, man. Holy damn. Top bins, mate. Yeah? Top bins, mate. What a beautiful shot. Oh. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to milk that shit. I'm going to milk it because I ain't got enough of those. I'm going to have to milk it. Oh, wow. Don't make me believe. Oh, wow. That is an incredible strike. That is an incredible strike. Man, he's had easier opportunities, for sure. He's had easier opportunities. Him and Aubameyang have had easier chances. And but that strike there was unbelievable. Oh, good. Good. We needed that. It's a moment in time, and we take it. It's a great goal. It's an unbelievable goal. It's an unbelievable goal. Hopefully that does something for the confidence. What a finish. Yeah, and Pulisic makes that happen 100%. You got to mention that. Spot on. You got to put that in the notes. You got to give Pulisic his flowers. You got to give Pulisic his flowers, man. Great ball from Silva, is it? Oh, keeper's come out. Fair enough. Shout out to Pulisic too. Can we keep the lead? I think the best way to do that is to go and score again. For sure. Best way to do that is to go and score again, you know? Even Iceman's admitted it. He's like, yeah, he wrapped it. I'm not going to lie. And it's true. You was. I saw you, bro. You were saying, listen, we have to back him. I saw you in the comments. Oh, wow. This man, I don't believe in the comments, though. I'll tell you that. It's a flat out lie. For sure. We need consistency, but he's had a better game today. This is why I like taking notes, because I feel like I can't really lose sight of what I've watched. A lot better if I take the notes. You know, so a quiet start to the game from him, but like I said, he's grown into it as the second half, as the first half went on, and that's a great goal, man. That's needed, very much needed. So Ruben comes on for cover, which I'm actually happy to see because I think cover's been really good, really good today. Outside of that one error on the goal, obviously giving the ball away. But also we don't want him to be injured, and we need him for Brighton. So Loftus-Cheek comes on. And I think it's a great game for Loftus-Cheek. I do. You know, they're now going to be putting pressure on us. They're going to be trying to push people forward, and you're doing a like for like because Ruben's going to carry the ball just like Cover did. He's going to dribble. He's going to hopefully take us into the final third. He's playing in a 3-man midfield, so he's in the perfect conditions, and it's a kind of a good game as well for him to hopefully help us get the third goal. So I'm happy with that sub. Oh, Kepa. Jesus Christ, Kepa. Oh, he did well to punch from the corner. But that time there, we almost conceded. So that's got to be the next big thing. He is a big guy. He's a big guy. So we have to be careful with Sesko because he's a very big guy. Yeah, it's poor. I think there's moments like that where Kepa has to kind of know his limitations, and you're not going to beat Sesko in the air, really, you know, especially when you're late to the scene. So, yeah, for me, it's like that wasn't it. Is he injured? He's down now. Corner's going to come in. Punched away again. Cool. Go on, Gallagher. Good. Outright. Well done. Oh, unlucky. Oh, look how many people we had forward. Bro, if we had made that one, we would have had a serious opportunity to score. We had a lot of people forward, man. Holy damn. We had bare people forward. Shit. God damn. It's an unbelievable goal. They're showing the goal again. It's an unbelievable strike. It really is. It's a brilliant finish. It's a brilliant finish, people. It really is. Yeah, man. I'm enjoying watching that goal. I really am. Yeah, it's a good question. You definitely feel like he could have made subs earlier a lot in the last couple of games. He's definitely holding those subs back. He doesn't want to use them. So he's been brilliant today. Chaloba's been really good, man. Really good. I don't want to let his performance go under the radar because it's easy to. Unreal performance. Clear that. Kai, well done. Good first touch. Wonderful first touch. Brought it out of the sky. That's bad from Kepa. Jesus Christ. Lord of mercy, it's becoming a dogfight. It's becoming an absolute dogfight at times. $73 minutes gone. So Broja and Aspilicueta are coming on. Referee hasn't seen them, so the subs were meant to be coming on, but the referee obviously didn't see it, so play continues. Good switch from Gallagher. Go on. Sterling. Oh, wonderful pass from Sterling. Kai, wonderful. Oh my God, Gallagher. Oh my days. How have we not scored? Oh my God, man. This is nuts. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my days. It's just agonizing. This game should be over. It's a brilliant pass from Sterling. It really is. It's such a good pass. It's perfectly weighted. It's a wonderful, wonderful pass. It's a great cutback from Kai, who I think, like I said, as the game's gone on, there's been a lot more aware. I mean, there's still times where he had bodied off the ball earlier on that I didn't like, but on the ball in the final third, he's set up a few chances today. He's been aware and good spot. And Pulisic comes off now. Should be 3-1 up. And that was Pulisic's last bit of involvement. He comes off for Aspie. And then Broja's on for Aubameyang, isn't it? So that's 3 subs on. Wow. It's insane that we're not 3-1 up. It really is. Should be 4. Yeah, it should be 4-5. Yeah, I think Pulisic was really good today. Happy with him. I think he was good. Considering that he doesn't play very often and that he might be a bit rusty, I think it was a very promising performance from him. Because that's the context I would give him, is that he's not playing regularly. He's really not. So he's very he's very in and out. So I think that was good from him. Positive performance. But Aspie coming on is a very defensive sub, isn't it? Oh, it's just these bars because starving. Aspie's a very negative one, isn't it? It's a negative sub. It's unless, I mean, we're switching to what? Is it still a back 4? Let's see. It's got Ruben in there, Gallagher in there, Jorginho, Sterling, Kai, and Broja. So I think it's a back 4. I think it's a 4-3-3, guys. Or is it 4? Wouldn't really say Havertz is a winger in this, is he? Go on. 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3. I'm not sure what it is yet. I know it's 4. I'm trying to see if Ruben's playing alongside Jorginho or not. Something tells me he is, and then Gallagher's still further forward, which would tell me that it is a 4-2-3-1, and that it's Gallagher at right wing with Kai in the middle, Sterling left, and then Broja up front. Could also be a 4-2-2-2-2. Yeah, could be. I'm just going to wait a bit. But I do feel like it's a double pivot, guys. Yeah, I do think it's a double pivot. Yeah, it's definitely a double pivot. So it's either a 4-2-2-2 or it's a 4-2-3-1. It's quite easy to go in between the both of them. So no point getting too technical on that one. I really only really needed to know if we was defending in a pivot or not. No, I'm pretty sure we are. Double pivot. Ball in. Kepa get that. Cool. All right. Well, guys, we're not far away from hopefully topping this group. You know, if we win this, I'm watching it on BT Sport 4. If we win this game, we've topped the group, and that's very impressive considering that we only had 1 point from the opening 2 games. So I can't complain at all. The game should be over. The game should be over, but it's not. No, it's just gonna have to hold that. Them shoes are not set up the way they're meant to be. A little bit flat. Maybe not. 10 minutes. 10 minutes left, plus injury time. The goals have come from Kai Havertz with so far what could be the winner, and Kovacic with the other. Both the goals, by the way, brilliant finishes. We won't forget Kovacic's finish as well. Unbelievable strike with his left foot. Similar type area, both goals scored in a similar type zone. And both great shots. If he with all the injuries, like if he's not banging on the door, I just don't know. Him and Maddison, I don't understand how he's not seeing them. It's mad. It's insane to me. 10 minutes left. Gallagher. Bringing on an 18-year-old. They are, yeah. Not far now. Does anyone feel sorry for Ziyech? Yeah, I think he just has to leave, to be honest, you know? I don't think so. I don't think I do, to be honest. No, I think we need to be a little bit more ruthless as a club. And get ourselves sorted. I don't think so. I think he's suffered with a lot of injuries. He's been very inconsistently available. He's had some patches, but he's a very limited player for me as well. And I don't like it when wingers can't take on their man and go past him, so that doesn't help. He's a bit predictable. I think for me, we just need to be ruthless and get rid of him and bring in a proper winger, especially when you're at that age. Like, if you're a young player, cool. Maybe you feel sorry for them, still developing. He's 29, so yeah, no, not for me, man. We need to get back to being the best team in the country, and the only way that's going to happen is if we start bringing in some top players, especially when you're at that age. Yeah, exactly. He flew to Ajax straight after the match to try and get the move. Didn't work. Didn't happen, and then it is what it is. Yeah, but that's what I said. That's why I'm saying to you, like, he has had patches. That was a good patch in the winter. A very good patch. Great patch. Doesn't mean he should stay though. Need players that can do it all year round. All the seasons, autumn, summer, winter, spring, all of the seasons. Come on. Come on, guys. Rafinha or Anthony? Anthony's got more potential for sure. I do like Rafinha, but right now it seems like Anthony's playing better, and he's they're both kind of like similar type players, to be fair, but I think Anthony might just have a little bit more skill. If I'll say that, I think Anthony's probably got a little bit more skill, a little bit more tricks. I'd say Rafinha would have been a good right wing back, because that's what initially apparently we were going to do, play him at wing back. I think he actually would have done pretty well at wing back, to be honest, because he really likes being out wide on the touchline. He works very hard, to be fair to him, defensively. But then he can cut in and give you a different dynamic. But I think if you're looking for like a skillful winger, a lot of potential, then Anthony is looking good for your money right now. Two completely different age categories as well. On form, you got to give it to Anthony. But I don't want to say like one is just completely clear the other, because I do feel like they're pretty close. But I think obviously one's in form, one's not, so it makes one look awful and one look great. But you're taking Anthony because he's obviously younger as well, so that helps. Oh, Kepa on these corners. I'll tell you that's not been... Cross collection today has been a problem. Cross collection has not been good. Gallagher is coming off. Yeah, Gallagher's coming off, and Ziyech is coming on. So there's his opportunity. I mean, it's only got 2 minutes. So Mason Mount's also come on as he. Yeah, Mason and Ziyech as your final subs. Coming on for, I'm guessing, Sterling and Gallagher. He's not going to take Loftus-Cheek off. He's not going to take Jorginho off, is he? Yeah. He left Kai on there, so. He's not going to take Kai off when you've got these little long throws and all this corners and stuff like that. Need all the tall people. Who else has he taken off? Took off Aubameyang, took off Pulisic, took off Aspie, came on, Berger. Yeah. You didn't really take off anybody that could help us from set pieces today, to be fair. So head it. Oh my god. It's gonna be a long last few minutes, boys. Turning into a cup final. Oh, Jesus is Lord. Clear. It's turning into a bit of a cup final. You're not wrong. Hopefully, we just get through it and get out unscathed. Hmm. 6 minutes again, emotional damage. Oh, Jesus Christ, not again. Not again. It's always 6 minutes. It's always 6 minutes. What a painful. It's giving me PTSD just looking at it. I'm not going to lie. The amount of PTSD right now is off the charts. Who's booked? Is it Kappa? Oh, Lord have mercy. What is happening here? PTSD through... I ain't got a lot. Do you know what I like, though? I'll say this, yeah? Do you know what I like about the fact that this is such an early kickoff? It means that the whole day is not done. Do you know what I'm saying? After the match. Like, it's still early. Man can still go to bed at a normal time. Do you know what I'm saying? This is nice. It's only 7:30. We've already nearly topped the group. Happy days. Just so we're all clear, that wasn't a shot for Pulisic either. It was a dummy for Gallagher. It was just get the shot. Appreciate it, Connor. Thank you, Connor. Look at this triggering bastard in the comments. Man said, Casemiro! You're a bad man. You are a bad man. I'm telling you. This is a bad man that you are for even doing that. For even thinking of that. Capello, yeah. Oh, 3 minutes left. We're almost there, guys. It shouldn't have to be this close, but it is what it is, isn't it? Oh my God. Cucurella is such an aggressor, fam. The brother always wants to just like, he never just like sits off and calculates what he's on. He's just on it, in it immediately. He just wants to get stuck in and pressure the man. It's probably an instruction, to be fair. It's probably an instruction. He's so aggressive. I worry sometimes because I'm like, when Cucurella is aggressive like that, and when he doesn't engage, then the gap behind him is insane. And that's why I see some people do have their reservations on him in the back three. That's probably one of my biggest things, is that because he's and to be fair, Rudiger was a bit like that as well, but because he's so aggressive and he wants to always pressurize the ball and be tight to the man, he leaves a gap, and then Silva's out there. So it's like, I think he probably has to defend that way. I don't know. Everybody in the comments are stressed. Go on. Bro, it's just a joker. I'd have preferred if Jorginho didn't take that shot. That's where I wanted Jorginho to get the ball, hold it, and recycle it. I'm not gonna lie. That's where I would have liked him to do that. People say he's a sideways passing merchant. I would have loved a nice sideways pass then, right there. I would have killed for it. We're almost there. Few minutes to go. I'm gonna have to block you. I'm not gonna lie, for the fake score. We done it. Full time, 2-1 win. Wow. We're through. We're top of the group. I'm not going to spend too much time waffling because I'm going to do the review anyway. Big win. Really, really big win. Really important win. And yeah, really relieved, guys, because we couldn't afford to let that one slide and not take maximum points as well there. Especially for the confidence of certain individuals as well. They needed that. But we're going to take a look at the Champions League group real quick, because now, after that, find ourselves in... Let me see. Top of the group, of course. So let's see. We are now on 10 points. Salzburg is on 6. There's only one game left now, obviously. 5th game. Milan are on 4, 6 points behind us. But we have a better head-to-head record. So that is why we have confirmed top of the group. We've obviously beaten them twice. Their goal difference is -3. We are on goal difference 5, but it's head-to-head anyway. We would be winning that regardless. So Milan can go level on points with us if they win the next 2 games and we were to lose, but we would still finish top of the group. So that does mean the last game against Dinamo Zagreb is a dead rubber. It's very rare in football you get dead rubbers, but this is actually a dead rubber, a fully dead rubber at Stamford Bridge. And it's an opportunity to play Mendy, to play Zakaria, to play Carney, to even potentially put Hutchinson on the bench at a minimum. I would love to see Hutchinson on the bench and come on. I think he's been doing very well in the youth team. So yeah, there's some opportunities there. I'm sure Broja will start that game. I'm sure, you know, Ziyech could even start that game. So it's a good chance for some players to get some fitness in and to play some young players. So we're very lucky, guys, because I think when you get that, you have to in a season like this, you can definitely thank yourselves that you have a free hit and a free game, because they don't come around very often, and that just makes the schedule just a little bit less draining, and gives us a nice little gap. Definitely not today. No, definitely not today. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. Really happy with that. Okay, because I've got to do other Chelsea content as well. I've got byline, so that's why I say I can't do that. Okay, so I'm going to go. I've got a review to do. I'm going to put it out immediately as soon as possible. Make sure you subscribe, smash up the likes, big up your damn selves in the building, and I'll see you guys for the review in a bit, people. Peace. Perfect.